This is the Rated R Superstar Edge, and you're listening to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
Hey, this is WWE Hall of Famer Double J Jeff Jarrett.
Hey guys, Mr. Doodoo and Chocolate Fingers himself, Swoggle here.
Hey, this is Sweaty Bill,
Corporate Steve,
and Ravishing Robert from the Elite Squad.
I cannot believe that all of you man babies and grown-up children waste your time listening to this dumb show and have done it for this long.
This is Bret the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the best wrestling figure podcast there is, there was, and there ever will be.
It is I, the lyrical miracle, the sexual.
This is Tony Schiavone, and you're listening to the greatest wrestling figure podcast in the history of our great sport.
This is the hot mess Chelsea Green.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to Something to Wrestle With. Bruce Pritt. No, this isn't that show. Wrong day.
Hey, it's professional wrestler Cole Cabana.
So I get this text message this week from Zack Ryder, and my first thought was, what does this mark want?
Hello, everybody. I'm Sean Mooney back at the MWFP Event Center.
This is Christian, and you're listening to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, this is X-Pac from D-Generation X.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Justin Roberts, and you are listening to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
I am Woken, not Hardy, and I want all of you to prepare your eardrums for education.
Hey, this is Zach's dad, and you're listening to the Major
The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
The Major.
Hey, this is ECW Original, the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Kofi Kingston here, 1/3 of the New Day.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you're listening to the Major Wrestling Figure.
Hello, action figure fans. This is Maven, Tough Enough Season 1 winner and former WWE superstar, and we are happy that you have found a home here with the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
My name is Raven.
This is Tyson Kidd.
This goes to all my freaks that are checking out my peaks and listening to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
Hello, this is RJ Sid.
This is Shane Hurricane Helm.
Hey, this is ECW Original Mikey Whipwreck.
And you're listening to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
And to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. On the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
And you're listening to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
The Major Wrestling Figure Podcast.
To the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Yeah.
Now, entering the Titantron.
It's the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. Time to start the show. Talking things and collectibles. Here we are, let's go.
Welcome, everyone, to the live Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, brought to you by Major Garage Beer. We opening? Let's go.
Boom.
Oh, my God. I got beer everywhere.
Cheers. Cheers.
Oh, my God. There's foam
light.
everywhere.
Crispy.
I am your host, the complete, always ready tonight, always ready for a garage beer, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting. Pickies up.
And I'm your host, most professional wrestler, TNA star, proud member of the system, Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers. Cheers, everybody out there.
Well, I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. And not only are we brought to you by Garage Beer for this special episode, but every week, each and every week, we are brought to you by our good friends. Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
Oh, I got something.
I got it.
A little weekly purchases coming up later in the show, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles.
Guys, follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Major WF Pod. Subscribe. If you're watching live on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Wherever you're listening on Friday, hit the subscribe button and leave a review, not just any review, a major review. If we choose it and read it on air, you will get a prize. Who won this week, Mark?
Well, this one is a little easier this week. Kurt Chardy 26. He says the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, to paraphrase Kalisto, it's good podcast things.
Man, Timeless promo.
Unbelievable. Take a
Hey, look who's in the chat today.
Oh,
What
Garage
up,
Beer is
Garage
here.
Beer? Cheers.
Cheers.
Brian, you're not going lime? I'm going lime, baby.
Oh no, I don't discriminate. I have that on deck here.
Yes.
Ready to go for my next one.
We love Garage Beer. They're the newest tag team partner of Major Wrestling for a Podcast. We have some major Garage Beer news dropping later, but let's get with the rest of the show, guys.
See my shirt here? Did you guys get this this basketball jersey?
I'm wearing a Black Machismo vintage TNA t-shirt.
I'm wearing a Major Garage Beer. But speaking of Black Machismo, Brian.
Oh.
The giveaway last week, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. Find the pin post on X, repost to be eligible.
Mm-hmm.
The prize was Black Machismo, that AEW.
That's why I did that.
Ringside exclusive.
Trying to tie this all in.
Yeah, you remember?
I'm sure. The winner of that is
Alberto Montemayor. Alberto Mont 87, Mr. Monte Science. He's a science teacher. Nice. Wow. He's an awesome husband. Can you call yourself an awesome husband?
Yeah, why not? And now he's the owner of an awesome figure.
Right.
That's right. And the giveaway this week, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles, is the Bloodline WWE Retro 2-pack Ringside exclusive of Roman and Solo Sikoa.
Oh, I didn't realize they were splitting them up. They're
splitting them up, baby.
Split up the 2-packs. I didn't even know this. Okay.
Wow.
All right, guys. MajorMarks.com, Patreon.com/MajorWFPod, the family, the community, the subscription service. Every single week, we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we got, Mark?
This week, broski, Scott Phillips is the first time in the line winner, and the classic superstar, Zach Devlin.
All right. Well, guys, you get this podcast early and ad-free. There's all different tiers, access to the Facebook group. We have the Hard Foundation. You get the brand new card, and February will be the brand new card, the new set. Did the January cards go out yet, Mark?
Yes, the January cards went out, but we had a little so the ultimate reward was supposed to go out this week, but we kind of messed up a little bit on who they were going to, but we caught that mistake before it was a disaster.
Lord.
So they're delayed.
Oh, you paid Timmy the big bucks to do this. What's going on here?
It was my bad. Me and Broski had a phone call about it. We were like, man, it goes to these people. It wasn't.
And then we're gonna quickly send out the next quarter as well.
Right. So to clarify things, we owe you, if you were an Ultimate member in August, September, and October, we owe you that. That's what is packaged up right now. That is what's going out as soon as possible. Okay. Now, let me just tell you, I said to the guys, it might be the coolest thing we ever did. It is one of the coolest pieces of merch that we've ever done.
I'll drink a garage beer to that.
It's a beauty.
So that's coming soon.
But the next one was my idea. So if that's a hit, I'm taking full credit for it.
Now, that one is for people that were in the Ultimate tier in November, December, and January. And that should be coming to me very quickly, and that should be going out. So if you're Ultimate members,
this weekend would be ideal, Mark. But we'll see.
You'll be getting 2 prizes pretty quickly. So
that means February, March, April.
Is the
start
new,
now. Sign up for the new Ultimate quarterly prize.
Yes.
Also, guys, we just added some things to the Elite tier. Did you guys do your AMAs yet? I did mine. Is mine up yet, Mark?
Well, you sent the wrong file, pal.
Oh, you didn't check?
I did check, and then I wrote, wrong file.
Yeah.
I might have to redo it. I don't know if
really?
I might have to redo it.
Oh
my
boy,
God.
This is starting off hot.
Well,
and I purposely was waiting, to be the last one to do it.
In the Hard Foundation tier and up, you're getting a Ask Us Anything Q&A.
No, that's Elite. That's Elite.
Elite and up. 1 per host.
Did
So
you
3 extra bonus episodes.
Make a thread, broski?
It was very easy. You make a thread.
I made a thread myself.
I didn't see either one of your threads. I would have trolled it and asked some kind of question. But
I put mine up today. I'm looking to do mine this week. So I have a thread in there. So if you'd like to ask me any question, every month we'll have threads in the Facebook group, and that goes up for the Elite tier. We did a switch around for the MajorMarks.com this year. We've added content. We've spiced up old content. We've got some graphics dropping soon to let everybody know. But if you're ever thinking of jumping in to MajorMarks.com, now's the time.
Yeah, and we did the bonuses already up. Look at that. We got a little donation here from Matthew Langdale. Love all you guys. Thanks for the incredible content. Tough times have turned into magical times by being able to watch your videos and relive my childhood. Well, thank you, Matthew. Appreciate
Wow,
it. That
thank
was
you
not
very much.
necessary.
Yeah.
Dude. Thank you very
Really
much.
cool.
But yeah, we did a bonus already. St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Vince McMahon versus Stone Cold Steve Austin in the steel cage. We did a watch along. And then next week, we are going to go over all of the major t-shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com. That's going to be a fun one.
I'm low-key looking forward to that.
I just want pure like memories to come floating back.
Let's go.
100%. But one of the cool things, broski, about MajorMarks.com, if you're an Ultimate member, you get to be in the podcast every week on Monday nights. So this right now is our normal time. We record the podcast on Monday nights.
Nah, not always. We do Monday
mornings,
well.
Monday
mornings. You're right. Sometime on Monday.
Mondays. How about that?
Occasionally,
like sometimes
Tuesday
Tuesdays, sometimes Sundays.
Earlier in the week is when we record the podcast.
Yeah.
If you're an Ultimate member, you can be in there with us. Usually it's 30, 40 people that can make it, right? Tonight, right now. We have 357 people watching along with us because we are live on Twitch and YouTube.
Let's go.
For free. So this is a little spice, a little taste.
Not free. We already got $10, baby. Woo!
That's true. Matthew, thank you. You paid for everybody.
If you want to advertise your product or service, hit us up, majorpodcast@gmail.com. We got some follow-up. Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Okay, someone's running his social media. It's very entertaining. It's clearly not him, but it's very entertaining. He just posted those old school WCW cards. My team came and dominated, just like Big Papa Pump taught him. Giveaways are lined up and ready to go. If you miss out, that's on you. Stay tuned, freaks. Now, these cards were short packed in the original run. Did he just not give them all in and found them in his garage or storage unit or something?
For sure. And that was the rumor. Like Tops handed them out to people. People just kept them and didn't give them back.
So there's no chance that he just like
or there's like brother out
them?
Autographs like with the Hogan we found that just says wood.
No, could they be reproduced? I guess technically they could, but
technically that would be.
I mean, either way, it's a giveaway, so it's not that big of a deal.
Right, you're right. You're right. Giveaway is cool anyway, but I guess you'd have to authenticate it.
You're right. It's definitely possible, but in my mind,
in my mind, he found a box of these in his garage.
If there's anybody you can give a pass to about grammar, it's Scott Steiner. It's actually better if he has bad grammar, right?
Doesn't even count.
Yeah,
that's his style. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Speaking of freaks,
well, can we show this? Are you sure?
We're gonna show this.
Oh man,
guys!
All right,
we might get taken off the air.
I don't even.
Former LJ and Toys product designer. Design manager Bill Stanhope shows never before seen internal polyurethane resin cast of a naked Miss Elizabeth. Well, she's got some clothes on, some stockings.
No.
We gotta cover up. Good job.
This is like scandalous, Miss Elizabeth.
Now,
with like
this is different from yours.
This is different from the one I had. That if you go on our YouTube channel, we did the complete history of LJN figures. I showed my version. We blurred it out. Right. Some freak hit me up after we aired it and paid me $45,000 for it.
Okay, that freak is probably one of our best fans, and every
that
time
freak
he hears
runs Fightful.
Wow,
yeah.
On black.
As a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, I was just organizing stuff, and I found the COA to that, and I hit him up and said, "Hey, I found the COA," and I had to mail it to him. I didn't have to, but I did because I'm like, hey, if you have this, you spent $45,000 on it. I just found the COA.
I can't imagine why somebody would want that.
I could,
and then I also can't imagine what was going on in the late '80s at LJN with these guys were just
just messing around,
but just fantasizing about Miss Elizabeth like this, like multiple incarnations of her.
Yeah, there's a few different versions. I think there's still currently one on eBay. Ever since I publicly sold mine, there's been one on eBay. Still sitting there
at an even higher price.
I think it's 45,000.
Wow. Well, this one, if you're listening, is in lingerie or something apparently, but it's still.
I believe she is topless. She is topless.
No, because look at the back. There's a bra strap.
Oh, I thought okay. So this one isn't completely naked.
Yeah.
Mine had like
pubic hair. This is perfectly normal. Never mind.
Mine had pubic hair and nipples. It was
we know it was bizarre.
This one theoretically could have been what was supposed to be underneath the dress.
Actually, that is true. Maybe
right?
it could have been all like soft goods.
If
But
that
then
was
somebody's
even
like, no, we can't do this. Imagine a little boy
thought
taking,
of at
taking
any
it off.
point with this kid's toy.
What I imagine, if for people, I know you guys never watched this, but the show Mad Men.
Billy Peck is saying the top is down in the front. That's what he blurted out.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
intense.
This is really freaky.
I imagine a bunch of dudes smoking cigs, right? Just laughing about this in
Indoors.
the office, making all the women feel uncomfortable. 100%.
God.
100%.
Well, I do love that we're finding all this LJN stuff all these years later. This is something I had in my collection, but I couldn't proudly display it. It was a backer, and I knew Macho Man would be upset that I owned it, so I had to get rid of it. Speaking of things
to display something, you should own it.
Well, speaking of very rare items, and still a plug, guys, I am selling right now, currently on eBay, my Bret Hart. This is my duplicate mail away Bret Hart. You mail it away for this. I'm keeping the one that I'm keeping in my collection. This is a duplicate.
But didn't one of them have like the wrong numbers or something? You were worried about
that's an Undertaker.
Okay.
So when I bought the Undertaker, there was a Bret Hart included, so I had to buy both.
Got it.
So I've been sitting on both and put it on eBay. So it's going for, it's almost at $3,000.
I saw that. Yeah.
So I'm excited about it.
I do need this figure. I just can't.
All right.
I just can't like justify the price point.
Yeah, and this is one of the figures that once you take it out of the bag, there's really no proof that it's truly the mail away, because they did sell a version with the Purple Heart.
And I have that like on my wall autograph. So it's like, it's really a reach.
Right. So it has to be in the bag for it to be considered a mail away.
And again, I know we've covered it many times in the show. The real, what it was supposed to look like,
way cooler
in the ad, way cooler. Like this just is brutal.
If I get $4,000, I'll be happy.
I think that it's the Taker and Brett hover at 5. So I think that's about.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And I got a good deal for these. So I'm already, if it's sold at what it's selling out right now, I'd already be making money, but I want to make as much money as possible. I have a lot more stuff to buy.
This is a real Carney sack right here.
I don't think so one bit.
Did you see there's somebody selling a bag? Wow, Matt, that looks like your countertop.
Well, guys, speaking of Carney stuff, we have our own toy company.
Looks familiar.
We have our own toy company, Major, collectmajor.com, and we had a shop TNA. Or TNA shop. Is it shop TNA or TNA shop?
TNA shop now.
TNAmerch.com. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I actually think if you put those other ones in, it like redirects you to here, but TNAmerch.com, guys.
A exclusive Joe Hendry TNA World Champion Major Bendy's. This thing has been selling out at the live events, so I don't suspect this will be in stock much longer.
Yeah, it is on the road with us, and like you said, I think the 3 nights that we had it sold out all 3 nights. So
look at that chest hair.
Get after it. Also, just a little tidbit: the Chris Bay that we did for him in the same packaging. So possibly.
What about Chris Bay posting that video? Fucking standing up, walking.
Yeah. He's a legend.
Unbelievable.
The man.
I was in my car and I opened Instagram and I saw that and I swiped past. I'm like, wait, did I just see what I think I just saw?
I had the same exact thought. Yeah, I've never even met the man, and I got a little teary-eyed watching that. So congrats to him, and looking forward to seeing even more recovery.
Yes. Speaking of Major Bendy's, guys, the Alley Catch variant, a few weeks left on collectmajor.com. This is the gear she wore at Hammerstein Ballroom before she broke her ankle. This is a Bendy, so you can kind of put in that position if you want.
She demonstrated that, right?
Yes. So get it right now, collectmajor.com. The pre-order is the order. Help out Allie. She's one of the true independent wrestlers out there.
On the shelf, guys. It'll be, support her a little bit. It'd be great.
Is that Joe Hendry flocked? Is it flocked hair?
It is not.
There's a flocked variant coming.
No.
That'd be so gross on a Bendy.
What about Jamie Noble? James Gibson, if you will, sharing his big rubber guy collection recently on IG. Look at that Harley Flair.
Just having the time of his life.
I love it. He always picks
got the big gold. There's Harley Race.
Well, he needs to give that ring a fig bath.
Pounds of gold.
He does need a fig bath for that ring, but
yeah,
he's always hitting me up with ideas of who we should make. I'm like, Jamie, these guys have Legends deals, or Jamie, I told you he's coming.
Man, I just want a wildfire Tommy Rich.
Woo, Zach, Brian Myers, Hawkins, the guys from the Big Rubber guys, the figures, they're incredible. British Bulldog with Matilda. I added the fringes. The American Dream,
didn't realize he added
Dusty Rhodes. Look at that. Oh, the boots. That's an incredible figure. Oh, Randy Savage. Look at that. This great Andre the Giant figure that's just awesome. Another Ric Flair that's had a bad night. Look at this. 2 hacksaws. Blonde, and then hacksaw supporting American, ready to roll. And then look at this one. I ain't took this another case. Andre the Giant, when he was going to fight Warrior. And he's teasing Warrior. And then the best for last. There's Woo Woo himself. There's Woo Woo title. Zack Ryder, awesome figure. There's Brian. Might have made himself a little bit more jacked than what he is. I'm just saying.
Oh, damn!
Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it. And totally check them out if you're a collector or like figures. They're awesome.
Oh, what an endorsement.
Man.
And then only shits on Brian.
Yeah, I'm glad I did that impersonation. It was a little
It was actually spot on.
Yeah,
It was
I spent a lot of
unbelievable.
time with Jamie, pal.
When that video started, I thought you were still talking. I thought you were still doing the
Also, like, that is like the epitome of like a lot of the stuff that we talk on the show. Like, he clearly is like having all the feels of his childhood just through seeing these,
100%.
And interacting with them.
I love the video. I love he's doing some fix up, some customs.
Dude, I did not catch the fringe on the Bulldog when I watched that. I got me good.
All right, so good.
I hated the tassels on the boats.
Hey.
Woo woo title.
The woo woo title. I don't think I'll ever call it the internet title again.
Man. All right. And then also, guys, this is big news. WrestleMania season, WrestleCon season, Vegas, baby. Major Wrestling Fair Podcast is coming to Las Vegas Thursday, April 17th, 8 p.m. Our 21st live show. Tickets available, majorwfpod.com. It's myself, Smart Mark Bryan. And of course, we have a lot of surprise guests lined up. Who's going to come out? Who's going to be next? Who's going to be drinking some major garage beers? We'll find out in Vegas at the Palms, part of the collective. Get your tickets. I know there's a lot of fun stuff going on Thursday night. So get these before the tickets sell out.
Nice. Hey, Van Lent says, will Stang be there? He's got the little
in the rafters watching for sure.
Okay.
I didn't know we had a Stang emoji.
On Twitch, we've got some great emojis.
I actually completely forgot about that.
That's awesome.
That's
hello to everybody
though.
on Twitch.
Yes, hello everybody. All right, guys, let's go to the news. And the news brought to you by Major Garage Beer.
I looked freaking Jack. What is Jamie Noble talking about?
Jamie Noble's 100% right.
Joe Shoes, thanks for popping in. You were featured prominently in that commercial there.
I mean, you open with the best. Everything goes downhill from there, my man.
Captain Joe Shoes, what's with the goatee, pal?
So, because of the garage beer ad we did, we had the one shot of the four of us up against the garage at the end that we took the still photo.
Yeah.
And I think most people looked at that and said, one of these things is not like the other. And the reason for that is because I'm the only one without a full beard. So starting in New Year's, I've been trying to grow a beard. That way I can finally fit in with you guys.
Wow.
Wow. Who wants a repaint?
I see
that's
what he's
probably
trying to do
really
here.
what he's doing.
He's already got his rebate coming from the
I
commercial.
think he's lying. He's playing different roles in his side job.
Well, let me tell you, the side job was back on this weekend, and I'm dehydrated right now. So it's nice to have.
Oh my God.
I like listen. I've been popping more Viagra's this week than Broski has Blue Chews when Chelsea's off the road for like 10 minutes. And what a weekend.
Guys, well, listen.
We're doing it. Major Garage Beer.
Major Garage Beer, of course. We have a big event. We have a big breaking announcement. We got another free Major Rager coming to the Philadelphia area. It's actually coming to Philly.
We're coming to
BYOGB.
Philly.
Bring your own garage beer at the famous Shays Steaks. It's all going down March 21st, 8 p.m. Friday. Free admission. Literally, just bring your own garage beer. Like, that's it. That's how you get in. BYOGB.
Cannot wait to have a Shays cheesesteak.
I have never had one.
It will change your life. Listen, I enjoy a cheesesteak when I'm in Philly. Why not? But it doesn't wow me, doesn't rock my world, certainly doesn't change my life. When I went to Shays, first time, Herman, he brought me, it changed my life. I told Brian, like, you gotta go. And he didn't believe me.
Well, I mean, I should have actually, because you don't really put things over like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Free cheesesteak.
No, absolutely not, you cheap fuck. You gotta pay. Pay for the cheesesteak. But
he's so aggressive sometimes.
BYOBB. There's going to be giveaways. We'll play some beer pong.
We're going to have to add a little line to that flyer, like, don't be a cheap fuck. I guess.
Yeah. We're going to have a great time. This is a major hang. This is not an organized meet and greet. This is not an autograph signing. This is a major hang. BYOGB. Listen, it's not the biggest space in the world, so we will get maxed out eventually. Just be there, line up, go for lunch, have a cheesesteak.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't be a cheap fuck.
Well, you said it, not me. I did say it, but now you just said it.
5 minutes ago, you're calling someone a freak. Now they're cheap fucks. Everyone just catching strays.
Cheers to that. But we're going to listen. It's going to be so much fun. Cheesesteaks, Major Garage Beer, all of us hanging out, Northeast, Philadelphia area. There's really no excuse to not go.
Right.
So.
Hey, speaking of that Joe Shoes figure, here, I just wanted to show. Look at that. Look at how cool that was. That was sold out, right?
Sold out. Yeah.
In production, actually. We've seen that. We've seen a prototype of it.
That's in production. That'll be coming in garage beer packaging. Few months.
Unbelievable.
Third one. Whoever thought we'd get one Joe Shoes figure, let alone 3?
Unbelievable, actually.
Pretty wild. All right, guys. Well, use the hashtag every single week. Major Garage Beer. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a prize. What do we got?
All righty. NWOTTD, Josh Stapleton, heel reckless. He says a little break with some garage beer in the garage while fixing my wife's car. Wait, isn't he in the UK?
No, he's in Florida.
He's in Florida. What am I talking about?
He's got the Knick Major Garage Beer.
Major Garage Beer.
I love that.
Cool.
Love it.
Hey, I just want to say happy birthday there, Keith. 51 years old, action figure collector.
Cheers to that, pal.
Cheers, happy birthday.
Lot of news this week, especially from independent wrestling figure companies. Junk Shop Dog showed off the card art to Jonah Bronson Reed. So, obviously this was in development before he re-signed to WWE. So Junk Shop makes some incredible stuff. Just the timing. I don't know if there were some factories. What? I mean, I'm also coming up.
Right. Forgot about you have one of these.
3 of them, actually.
What?
3.
What are you, slick?
You can display all your slicks. But there it is. Looks awesome.
Oh, baby.
I mean, theoretically, other than the injury, he was featured prominently on USA TV. So,
But he's been back for like 2 years.
Right. So
that's been a long time.
It's good on Junk Shop that he gets to make a figure of somebody who's,
Well, he came back with Chelsea, which is
that's what I'm saying.
Right. I think he might have debuted before Chelsea did.
Good God.
So it's been a while. So he's taking a long time, but it looks
It's
great.
Cool, it's cool to see Popey with tats. I don't think I've really ever seen that.
I dig it.
Hey, Josh is in the chat there.
There it is.
TTD.
Real quick question before we move on. Ones in the chat if you are normally like in our Facebook group and you usually hang out with us. Twos if you don't really catch this podcast live or anything like that.
Wow,
Let's
Mark's
see
doing a
what we
little
got there.
marketing research here.
Just want to see it. All right, keep going, broski.
All right, Title Run Toys showed off the artwork, I suppose, for the Mr. Wonderful coming out soon. Looks good. But again, we need to see these in hand, feel them in hand.
Poor guy got gypped on his quads.
I think the packaging looks nice. It's Hasbro-esque.
I like it.
It's fine. Again, I'm nervous for them for their series 1, like no solid anchors, Wrath, Dangerous Danny Davis, Ernest the Cat Miller, Mr. Wonderful, and Hoovy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Paul Orndorff is you got to be of a certain age, which I understand. We're playing to the retro market, but Orndorff's big run happened really, WrestleMania 1 is the cap of that.
That's it, yeah.
And he hangs around. He gets to WCW, has a bit of a run there for the tag belts, but he's never that top guy really after 85.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
But I do think it certainly fits with the Mattel retros they've been doing from that era.
Right. Sure. They have some of the mid 80s.
For sure. I'm just, like you were saying, there's no anchors, and you guys have said that for a while, and I like Orndorff, like you go back and watch Orndorff, he's great. It's just the time elapsed in there, like when wrestling really hit that mainstream after WrestleMania 1. He was already on the downside.
And then he's gone by the Attitude Era, so he doesn't catch that.
Exactly.
Either.
By the way, a lot of twos. So welcome in, first time viewers.
Someone did a 3. What does that mean?
Chickens in HD.
Three is both.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Toy Notion WrestleFeds showed off their 3rd version of British Bulldog. So there's all 3 of them. I'll probably get one of them. I don't need all 3. But in the past 3.5 years, 18 British Bulldogs have been released, retro styles. Look at that. That's not even counting like Mattel Elites. That's how many British Bulldog retro figures. And ourselves,
I'm speechless, guys.
Our Big Rubber Guy and Major Benny's included.
Yeah.
What the hell is that one top left second in?
That's a giant like Sofubi.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that's a lot of British Bulldogs.
Oh man.
Wow.
I'm truly at a loss of words on this one.
It's a lot of British Bulldogs.
The actual Bulldog one is something.
I kind of like that one. That was pretty cool. I say it all the time. If there was a whole line of things like that, like a Jake the Snake and shit, I would like it. I would have the shelf.
Honestly, if you made a Saturday morning cartoon out of that where the wrestlers transform into their animal personalities, I would watch it like it was Pro Stars or something.
Do Saturday morning cartoons even exist anymore?
That's a great question.
I think they kind of went out the door once you started having like Nickelodeon and the Cartoon Network 24 hours a day, right?
And also Netflix now.
Well, Netflix now. My daughter
nowadays, like with everything there. But I mean, they felt less important once you got to the Nickelodeon era.
My kids don't even understand what TV is. Like when I'm watching something live, they're like, "Why are you watching this ad?"
Bro, I was trying to explain a VCR to my little cousin the other day. It's my cousin's son who's like 15. And I'm trying to explain a VCR and like to get a movie was if you had RoboCop in your house for whatever reason, you watched the shit out of that RoboCop VCR.
Yeah.
Wow. I was just explaining this to my daughter. We watched Back to the Future for the first time, and I was explaining how we had the VHS. We watched it all the time, but we didn't have 2.
I got banned from watching Back to the Future as a kid. I saw it in theaters, but when it came to VHS, we rented it. I'm like, this is the most amazing movie ever. But because they say like son of a bitch, my mouth was going off. My mom just smacked me in the face. Like, that's it. We're not watching Back to the Future anymore.
Back to the Future, a real gateway to being a horrible kid.
But RoboCop was great. RoboCop was fine.
Epic Toys showed off their upcoming Ronnie Garvin figure.
People I worked with, Shelf.
Yeah, Mark.
I like it.
Ronnie Garvin.
We were just talking about it last week. Mark worked with Rugged Ronnie Garvin at Gary Damron's like
3 flights to West Virginia.
3 years ago. And he took the stomp.
He's not the
bro.
stomp. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's like legendary.
Oh yeah, I loved it. These guys
I
were
think
having
this is
real
cool.
ass
I mean,
matches.
it's the most toyetic I think you can make the guy, right?
Yeah, I
the
think
towel
so.
and the boots.
The snarl.
Yeah.
I think it looks great. And
I
Epic
like it.
has been doing awesome stuff. I could see Ronnie Garvin in the big rubber guy lineup. Maybe
he's like
in
deep on
2026.
my playlist.
If you got one of those classic cards, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? That classic set.
Right. That's like all I remember him like 1990 and that's it, right? Or 89 and that's it.
Yeah, it looks good.
What do you
I
have? The
don't- I
one
don't
with
hate it.
Valentine
He's
around
the
there?
feud with Valentine. I couldn't tell you another thing about his WWF career.
Yeah.
Like he reversed the shin guard or whatever on Valentine.
Yeah.
I don't recall exactly what
And
happened.
that's why the Valentine Hasbro has the shin guard, right? Because he's
Right.
like that's how he cheats with the figure 4.
More retro news. FC Toys Wrestling Something Wrestlers. They're doing a pre-order Friday, February 28th for Steph DeLander, Mance Warner, Scotty Too Hottie, and Crush. They look great.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't realize everyone's getting the green card treatment.
Everyone's getting
Crush is getting because he is a green card.
Well, that's Series 3. You get Mance,
Got it.
Scotty Too
Cool.
Hottie, Brian Adams, and Steph DeLander. Good little set.
That
cool.
Scotty is pretty great.
I think they're all pretty great. I'll be getting all of them.
The Scotty is a retro?
Scotty's a retro, yeah.
Oh, I was under the impression for whatever reason. This is just my ignorance. I thought that was a bone cruncher.
No, I think he's got to do a bone crunch eventually.
I
too.
want a too hot Scotty Scott Taylor, you know. from
Well,
Too
you need
Much.
to match it up with your Too Sexy.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So also we're gonna get a Gilbert figure. Apparently, he posted this on some blog. Like, I'm not quite sure. D, if you want to pop in here and explain what happened, because I don't quite know.
And we don't even know what company this is.
I don't know.
Does he come with yelling at Mark
to
feature?
play the game. Time to play the game.
Hey guys.
Hello, D.
What up, D?
Yeah, this was shown off on Grimm's. Like, I guess Grimm has a second channel, and he was at what was it? The MCW Maryland Championship Wrestling. They have like a what was it called? Fan Jam. Fan Jam.
Yeah.
And Gilbert just pulled out his phone, and I Grimm or his editor did not censor the phone number, so I guess, yeah. So
Oh my God.
his fans are probably whoever's phone number this is, potentially Jack from Figure Collections. This could be. So this is FC Toys. I'm fairly certain because it matches up in terms of that, and they also have the bone crushing
That's
wrestlers.
actually- yeah,
Dwayne
good-
Gill.
Yeah,
So-
good point.
So the little input there was shown. I mean, I cropped it out because it had like all the messages and everything. So yeah, not
Grim, ever the professional.
From what I saw, it looks like it's modeled after the Hogan bear hug. figure.
yeah.
Not
It
seeing
was
that.
in the picture. I cropped that
That's
out.
cool.
But yeah. So
I dig that. That's really
You can't get away from it, pal.
All right. What about Hastel Toys?
Real quick before we move on, and I don't
Okay.
know if this is true because Joey Hudson, can sometimes not be serious. But he says, before we move along, Saturday morning cartoons are now Saturday morning animal shows. The networks all show animal shows for kids on Saturday mornings.
See, with wrestlers who turn into them.
I don't know
Yeah,
if that's true.
maybe Shoes is onto a genius idea here.
I don't know if that's
Money making endeavor.
They
I don't
don't call
really
me
trust
the
what Joey
nobleman.
Hudson says.
I don't either.
Joey Hudson. I'll say this because I chat with Joey Hudson sometimes. He's a pop culture connoisseur. So
All
if
right.
he says it, I take it like remember that. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. If you see it in the sun, you know it's true. If you see it from Joey Hudson, it's true.
Okay. Well,
What an endorsement.
yeah.
All right. Well, Hastel Toys, Grapples and Gimmicks, a little update on the Hustle Man. What's the update here, D?
updated render with his
Oh, okay.
logos, and he's also saying that a portion of the profits will be donated to the hospice facility where his wife passed away. In honor of her.
okay.
Nice, Mitch.
I was going to make a joke, but now I can't anymore.
Yeah.
Like I said last week, I unfortunately have to get this figure. So,
Unfortunately, I have to get this figure.
well, I have
I
to.
are people watching right now. Hello.
Brian's got to put it on the desk. I think that's worse than you just having to get it.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I do need to get it because he wore this outfit Is it in my match? Am I involved in the match?
Definitely.
No,
I mean, he hit me over the head with that
Brian
Hogan.
versus Tatanka.
The Toymaker Hogan almost killed me.
Oh my god, he did another show where he comes
did
out.
multiple shows.
He did multiple
He's
shows. But I think he's wearing this suit in your match, Brian.
He for sure wore that with me versus Tatanka.
Oh,
And
you
Shoes,
gotta-
by the way, Shoes, you're involved in this. Maybe you need to get it.
God,
Yeah.
Shoes needs it too.
No, I don't.
He doesn't have those rules.
I don't have the people I worked with shelf.
Oh man,
Me neither anymore. But by the way, this is the real Monday Night Wars we're having right now.
Raw's on. Okay.
Well, Major
What
Wrestling
day?
Figure Podcast.
Netflix now, guys. You can just watch it later.
Guys, there's a very important USA hockey game on. Watch that.
All right. We got the Regium series of Dennis Knight.
That's rad. That looks like Rad Radford.
Don't love the sculpt of this.
No, it's very close. Who knows about the lenses?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, you can't.
It's too soon, but man, that's a confusing shot.
Right now, I would
That
have
looks
no
like
idea.
a wax candle of Rad Radford.
It looks like Rad Radford more than Phineas. That's for sure.
Eric Weber will not be getting the. He's not a fan of Hassel's moveset.
No, there you go.
So,
But once Mitch starts getting these Regiums out, I think it could potentially be a game changer. No independent wrestling company is doing like a 6-inch style figure.
well, Zombie
Ridiculous.
eventually. Is.
Well, he hasn't yet. He hasn't yet.
Basically, I mean, Power Town's like 6.5 inch or whatever. It's the same to me.
Yeah.
For
For some reason, I don't count.
failed.
I don't
What
really
the what
count
was
Power
the
Town as an independent, even though they are. I don't know.
what's the who made the Sabu and the Dynamite Kid that?
Oh
That
God, I forgot about that.
Chella,
Chella.
Hella, yeah, so that's over.
That's
obviously.
failed already. That flopped.
Uncensored collection.
The Uncensored Collection.
Well, Zombie Sailor, he dropped some info this week. He showed off the Ric Flair, the bloody one. Woo!
Let's go.
I love it.
Pretty cool.
I think it's a perfect Flair in the blood coming very soon. Also today,
Hey,
President's Day, he put up Jack Tunney. That's a great ad right there. He has great stuff.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that is a great ad.
2025 below cost. Big President's Day, Jack Tunney, just a slightly different color suit, right?
I think I'm finally not a completist.
Come on.
Wait,
Jack Tunney did it?
Slicks, but not two Jack Tunney.
No, I think I'm gonna like cut some slicks, not get this
Oh, okay.
Tunney.
Then that's fine.
Really?
Johnny Gargano's gone. It's over.
Wait, both
Come
Johnnies? Or-
on.
Wait, there's only one Johnny, right?
He is a card variant. He's
Wait, so you're gonna not get some characters too?
yeah, I think that's it. I think it's over.
Brian.
Jack Tunney is what did it?
Bro, slightly different color suit.
Yeah, but that's the Jack. That's
Like,
that's
this is a
our president.
wonderful sale and get for people that miss Jack Tunney, but I have Jack Tunney, so I'm out.
By the way, David Peck's in the chat. He was saying this about Hassel Toys stuff. Do people actually buy this? Yes.
He makes some great stuff actually.
They're actually,
we bust his balls.
Unbelievably good, shockingly good.
His stuff started as dog shit, but it's gotten a lot better. It really has. So yeah, listen, I'm out as being a mid-on-card completist for Zombie, but I'm still going strong being a Lucy completist.
Right here, right now, guys, I officially resigned from being a Zombie Sailor completist.
Who else are you gonna cut?
Yeah.
I
Johnny
mean,
Gargano, that's it, and 2 slicks.
You can't cut any of my deathmatch figures.
I'll take them. Like I won't display them. I'll put them in like my FOMO bin or something.
You're not gonna display them?
It's gonna throw off the vibe of the shelf now.
If you
it's all
don't have the
retro
Gargano,
people.
you're gonna
And then you. Yeah, Mark, you're going in and bin too, but
Wait, only one of them though, right?
no, all of them.
What about you, Brian?
My stuff I put only me
He's
is
on
in
the
my own
Brian
shelf.
shelf. Yeah.
I don't
So
have it with the
I
shelf.
was going over my toy room plans. I feel like when I display me, it's got to be like in my section, like the mat section, and in the section that it belongs in. So I
That's
need to have two.
overkill. That's you're part of it. It's no point.
No, I think it needs to be there.
I
What do you
have
guys
that
think?
too. I have that too.
D, what do you
Because
think?
for the casuals who come over and visit, now I know
Right.
you're on a friends limit,
Right.
But at
right.
some point, friends are going to be interchanged in and out.
Sure. Yes.
So there's going to be new people who see this room, and maybe they will look at the Matt section, or maybe they will look at the retro section.
Right.
But they have to be able to see Matt no matter where they go.
I agree.
That way they can be impressed on the way out.
100%. I'm with this.
Yeah. So yeah, for
you're
me,
preaching to the choir. I'm on team Matt.
No.
Turmoil Terminator for life.
No.
I gotta put me next to the the figures that it goes with. That's the cool part.
Yeah, it's a cool
So
part.
no.
Yeah, I'm in the bloodline, guys. Look at it.
Yeah.
My God. All right. Also, Zombie put up for sale Public Enemy, which look incredible.
Which I immediately ordered this, and I cannot wait. Yes.
I ordered both. I do, Brian, you made this point. I wish Rocco Rock had the bandana.
Right. I think it would really help with the likeness.
I don't even remember him not having a bandana.
Right in my mind. Right. Yeah.
But they look awesome.
I mean, the studio shots kind of like live on. I mean, that's like a lot of people's interpretation of what they presume is definitive. But if you go back and look at the footage, I guess like from that era,
They didn't like wrestle with it.
Sometimes they would occasionally come out with glasses. Sometimes they wouldn't. Someone would be wearing the pair. Some
Right.
wouldn't be. So it depends. Yeah. And
got it.
Oh, yeah.
Pro Wrestling Tees showed off Mariah May, which I think is very, very close to selling out.
Cool.
There was only
Ryan-
500 made. Only 500 made.
Micro Brawler, sorry. And Ryan from Pro Wrestling Tees said if it sells out, they'll put up another figure on Friday.
Cool.
So that's some incentive to sell this one out. Diamond Select showed off Mini Mates Series 4 box set, MJF, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, and Timeless Tony Storm. They actually sent this to us to drop and break the news, which I thought was nice. Thank you, Diamond Select.
Nice.
Do you need to get this because it's MJF, Ryan?
I had to stop that too. He's just too successful. I can't collect all the stuff. Certain things, very proud of him. And someone did ask in the chat. I do have my students on a shelf, proudly displayed.
If you're
Well,
Brian's
the
friend,
good news
you're
is
out
I'm
of the
not
collection.
successful enough, so you can collect all my stuff.
Brian's business partners out of the collection. Brian's trainees out of the collection. Just going to be a shelf of Brian and whatever's old.
And this
in
is
like
the
6
first
months.
product of Swerve since he, became like a top guy.
Yeah, I mean, he has a figure that's should be out any day now, but
Yeah,
New
that was
figure?
like that was like babyface Swerve, like when he first came in. I think it was
That
the
was
gear he wore in
debut.
his debut.
Yeah.
the first figure, but he's in another lineup that's like, isn't it like a pre-order on Ringside and everything?
Yeah, I think it might be with the Copeland and Christian
Yeah.
Cage. But these were shown off at Comic-Con last July, so these are now going to be available for pre-order momentarily. So diamondselecttoys.com.
Jazzwares sent me this mystery package this week. I opened
This
it
was
up.
wild, broski. Like, what the heck?
There's a Ring of Honor. I'm like, what is this Ring of Honor 2-pack? I open it up. It's the fucking Hardy Boys. Bro, unbelievable. I got it right here. We'll talk about it now. It was one of my weekly purchases, I guess. I didn't even know Jeff Hardy was in Ring of Honor.
You broski literally texted, when were the Hardy Ring of Honor?
That's a fair question.
They fought the Young Bucks.
Yeah, there was a big Young Bucks feud. That was they did that match right before they did.
Yeah.
I think it's like the last, isn't it like the same day or weekend that they do Mania?
The night before, crazy ladder match.
Yeah.
Knowing my thing is like, you're about to have this insane debut in a stadium WrestleMania, and you're gonna do the craziest spots.
Yeah, but I think
20
it
days
added to the
hurt.
mystique of like, are they coming or not?
Yeah.
I unboxed this for our YouTube channel. Check it out. These figures are incredible. The Jeff is kind of plain under that jacket, but the softkiss jacket is awesome on both. But when you take it off Matt, he has that almost that same pattern on his pants.
Well, Jeff has the tattoos, so it's not fully plain. It's like it's shirtless.
Yeah, Jeff has some tattoos. But
another funny tidbit is we have a group chat with the Hardys because two of the most successful tag teams of all time, so it only makes sense that we interact on a regular basis. But Broski sent this to them, and neither one of them had any idea of it. They were like, "What?
No way!
Yeah.
Holy cow!"
And what did they say when you told them you were throwing them in the tote with the Broski figures, Brian?
Oh, I mean, I would never collect this in my personal collection. This is way too recent.
But these are awesome figures. You got to assume these are going to be up any day on the Jazzwares Vault.
Limited to 3,000.
Limited to 3,000. That's for Hardy Boys. 3,000 is not a lot.
Damn, that's really low.
That's
and
really
I mean,
low.
besides the ones that we have cooking, that's like their debut look. This is like as unique of Hardy Boys I think you can make, right?
I think so for sure. And you gotta. you got to think maybe they're not going to promote them because they're in TNA
That's
right
another
now.
thing. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be too quick to publicize this. Hence, I also think why they send it to Matt Cardona to get the word out there.
Smart move.
Yeah,
smart.
Is this the name of that chat, by the way?
Yes, it is
That's funny.
actually.
The most successful tag team in the 2000s and the Hardys.
Jazzbear has also showed an unrivaled collection. Timeless Tony Storm, one of 2000 AEW Grand Slam Australia. I'm not sure if this is going to be anywhere besides Grand Slam.
2000. They finally like lowered the numbers on those, which is cool to me because it makes it a little more tough to get. I love anything that's themed like this. So
Like, did she wear this gear at the show, or is this like fantasy
No.
gear, or she was in the past?
I'm not sure what this gear is, but I
don't recall her wearing red before. Oh.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
not
it's
sure.
in
But
black
she
and
was
white.
wearing like
she's in
a
black and white. D, how would you know what she's wearing?
on the show. She was wearing like, I'm colorblind. It was either purple or blue,
Okay,
but could have been pink.
Mark, you worked there. You couldn't get some people to get some of these for us.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know about
Send us some
this.
samples or something. Huh?
I didn't even know. Actually, I remember when Jade had this. I'm literally Jade's manager in her act, and I asked the merch people if I could have one, and they're like, "Ah, ah."
How dare you, bro?
I did get one though. I did get one, so thank you.
What about 2K showing off that Haku and Tama, the Islanders? Why are they calling them Island? Is that I thought it was Tonga Kid. Islander Tama? I don't know. Well, am I wrong here?
He's Tama. He might be Tama when they are the Islanders.
Yes.
Ah, okay, got
But
it.
that
got
still
it, got
doesn't make sense with what we're seeing here.
it. Right. Anyway, they'll be in 2K25. Did they sign Legends deals? If so, you got to assume some Mattels are coming down the line.
Which I would love a Haku in a couple incarnations.
I 100% would. Did you also see Macho Man's going to be in 2K25?
Oh.
So does that mean he's going to get figures again? Some people are jumping to conclusions. It doesn't necessarily mean that. We don't know yet.
So what's the deal? This is a separate kind of licensing deal then?
There
The
has
video
to be
games
separate ones
from
like they did with the
Mattel?
cards. Like we got Simon Dean cards last year and stuff. So,
But it
definitely-
at least means there's some sort of communication.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Well, agreement on 2K's end with
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But we do know someone who did sign a Legends deal. It's confirmed. Demolition. Axe and Smash signing a Legends deal after all these years. Listen, we love Demolition. We love working with them. They are gonna have some incredible figures coming out from Mattel. I think they can get Ultimates. I think you could get Repo Man.
Repo Man, I'm more excited about the.
I think you can get retros. I think you could get superstars.
I mean, you could just do right away. You could redo what they did, ringside style.
Yeah, like a
greatest
quick-
hits, and just
quick
refurbish
greatest
them with the new arms, and that'd be fun.
Frick, imagine a ultimate Demolition. Imagine. Oh my God.
You do a two pack
Coliseum
like the
collection.
Steiners and Hall and Nash.
Coliseum Collection Axe.
Yeah.
You know, they
Now-
never made Smash.
Do you think this possibly opens up the door to do Crush as well? Like no
a good
announcement,
question.
right? But
No
Right, yeah.
announcement. You never know.
And Crush
You
is
never
another one that I would just love in all his gimmicks.
he's
much less
kind of
Demolition.
due, right?
Yeah.
I need the Kona. I
Even-
need the Kona for sure.
Even when they had Crush last time, they never did the Kona Crush, Evil Crush, the NWO, Brian Adams.
Prisoner Crush.
There's a lot of meat on the bone for that Crush.
I'll be honest, I'm really surprised about this Demolition deal because I thought once the last deal was up, like that was pretty much it. Like, obviously, new administration in office, but I was kind of resigned to the fact that we're probably not seeing WWE branded Demolition stuff probably
But I also
ever
think
again.
those elites came out like 2011, probably.
Even that's a long time ago now.
That's what I'm saying. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people thought we would never see them back in WWE. I'm glad we are. Hopefully they'll get their rightful spot in the WWE Hall of Fame soon. But we wanted to take this time to announce that we probably won't be able to be doing Demolition figures anymore since they're with WWE. But Luckily, we have something already in production, and they will go on sale March 1st. Big Rubber Guys, Axe, Smash, and Brian Adams. Demolition. We heard you guys. You wanted more Demolition, Big Rubber Guys, and we kept saying we're never going to re-release.
The most sought after ones we've ever done, pretty much.
Yes, we said we never would re-release them, and we weren't lying. We redid them. We made them way better. Brian Beatty absolutely nailed it. Look at Smash. You can do the tag team finisher. They got the masks. Even the masks are different than the first release. Everything is brand new. So you got Axe, you got Smash, and you got, for the first time in the Big Rubber Guys line, Brian Adams. Look at that. He is huge.
Awesome.
Huge.
Wow.
So
great job by everybody.
Yes.
The
These will be for sale March, the whole month. CollectMajor.com. Only available until March 31st. The pre-order is the order starting March 1st. The pre-order is the order. CollectMajor.com. Axe, Smash, Brian Adams, Demolition, all three. We heard you guys. You wanted Demolition again? Well, here they are. Better versions. All three of them. Let's go. 1 month. Let's sell the most Big Rubber Guys we ever sold, and then we'll let WWE and Mattel make as many as they want.
And Mark needs that Brian Adams because I know he's such a big fan. Look into my eyes.
Yeah.
What you mean to me.
We're gonna get, but man, Brian, you were so good at that. We're gonna get copyright.
Sorry,
screen's gonna get shut down.
I used to have that cassette hold up my window in my childhood bedroom. My window was broken, so like during the summer when it was hot, I'd put it there and I'd take the Brian Adams cassette. It was called "Waking Up the Neighbors." It's like him holding a bullhorn in a silhouette.
Oh my god!
So that would be there to hold up the window, so I could get some breeze through that bedroom.
Should be in your cassette player.
Well, no, I got to look at him. He's waking me up in the morning for the neighborhood.
True.
All right, guys, we got some Ringside news, new in stock. The Bloodline Retro 4-pack Ringside exclusive, including Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos. Some hot figures coming in soon. Better Than You, Bay, MJF and Adam Cole. AEW Ringside exclusive 2-pack. WWE Elite 116 with AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Jade Cargill, Lexis King, and Brian Pillman. SummerSlam 2025 Elites, including Roman Reigns, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Charlotte Flair with a Build-A-Figure, William Regal. And up next is the Ringside Top 10. This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase. And when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Ringside Top 10. Brand new figures, how much did you spend? Ringside Top 10. 40 figures, exhausting mailmen. Ringside Top 10. Another sale, 17's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a banger. That was a banger.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Joe Shoes, thanks for popping me
Yeah,
up.
thank you for joining us, Joe Shoes. That song was written when Sami Zayn was like horrendous like seller. They had marked it down, but he's become like a huge star in the Bloodline.
Wild.
That's how old that song is.
Damn, we need a new one. Who made that? Can you make a new one?
Yeah,
Updated?
update that a little bit.
That would be great.
I would
That
love
would be great.
that. All right, number 10, more hardcore 15-piece accessory playset ringside exclusive. Number 9, Danhausen 1 of 5,000 Ring of Honor Vault exclusive. Is that a sale or is that new or
Maybe I just got it back somehow.
okay. Number 8, Jay White AEW Unmatched Series 11. Number 7, CM Punk Money in the Bank 2011 Ultimate Edition ringside exclusive. Number 6, Sky Blue, AEW Unmatched Series 11. Number 5, Jimmy Uso, Elite 114. Number 4, Jay Uso, Elite 114. Number 3, Will Ospreay, Unmatched Series 11. Number 2, Rhea Ripley, Elite 117. And number 1, this is great news for the retro line. Bloodline, WWE Retro 4-pack ringside exclusive. Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jay, and Jimmy Uso. All right, guys. And up next is a weekly purchases brought to you by Major and collectmajor.com.
Big match in my house? I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I've got Sergeant Slaughter. And I got Ric Flair. Woo! Here's Andre the Giant. And here's Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. And Brian Myers. And Matt Cardona.
They're so real. Can you tell the difference?
Roster Cup. Video silence.
Big rubber guys. They're for real. Each sold separately on MajorBendies.com.
Big rubber guys. Collect them all.
Oh, yeah. Did we all get this? The number 1 on the Ringside Top 10.
Happy for Retros and Ringside that it was number 1. It's pleasant
Man.
to hear.
Hey, before we go to that though, Broski, the major winner.
Yes,
right?
guys, collectmajor.com. It's our own company. We love it. Support us, please. Go to collectmajor.com to get your big rubber guys. Get your Major Bendy.
Support Alley Catch.
That's
and
right.
March 1st, Demolition.
First of all, look
10
at
more
that.
bucks, guys.
James and Becky, thank you so much. For this segment, live purchase and super chat, just bought Elite 114, both Reagan Chase, Jimmy Uso, Greatest Hits 7, Jimmy, bought Jay after Rumble win, and Greatest Hits 7, Batista, and use code MAJOR. Thank you.
Go.
Wait,
Appreciate
you're a fan of Jay Uso?
Jesus Christ. Guys.
He's only great. Okay.
Use the hashtag CollectMajor. If we pick your picture or video, you will win a prize. Who's the winner?
Here we go. The winner, Joey Vion. He says, I don't think I'll buy any of the big rubber guys. Ha ha ha. What a lie.
Love it.
There's it.
Feels like Jamie Noble. Find out for yourself. Evergreen, Macho, and Flair. Great way to start.
He got. By the way, for that Ringside Top 10, we were trying to get Heath, but he just got back from the UK. He says, man, I'm damn tired.
I'm dog tired, man. Hey,
Yeah,
if we can get more of these tips, we're going to have to go to Shaboom's, boys.
Oh, boy.
I got all these retros, too. I was so excited.
I listen, I wasn't looking forward to this because I don't want current guys. But then once I got it, I was like, you know what? This is the perfect 4 guys I could have done.
Yes. I've been saying
Bloodline.
Sure.
Awesome. Super over. What
It did open up the floodgates, though.
That's what I'm afraid of. But I do love what they did. I love the updated Roman with the Superman punch. The Solo, which is, a Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe. And then the Usos look great with the soft goods shirts. The We the Ones fingers.
Did
Love
yours
it.
come with the Smart Mark Sterling, too?
I
don't
think
think-
Mark is the new wise man.
I love it. And I love that the Usos are jumpers. It's just a fun
Actual
set.
resealable packaging, too, unlike the other, because you can just slip this right off, right?
It's a very, very fun
wrong.
set.
Oh, no, there is tape at the bottom.
It's
I was
taped.
wrong.
Yeah, it's taped.
Yeah.
But whatever. Yeah. I also got the retros that you guys had. So we get the Hogan, the Sherry, the Liz, the Zeus, and then I got the ring, which I'm not going to open the ring, but I got the Brother Love. So
Hey, Rockin' with Dan just gave us $9.99. Thank you, Rockin' with
thank
Dan.
you.
Oh,
Thank you very
cocking with
much.
Dan, baby.
Cocking with Dan. Cocking with Dan.
The
Cocking
star
with
of last
Dan,
week's
Cocking
episode.
with Dan.
Oh, my God. Did he ever had retros with the doohingies holding them in?
I think only the Solo has it.
Only him, and it was so weird. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because they knew he'd turn on the others, right? Is that what-
It's a great set. They all match. It's
It is
lot of
cool.
fun. A lot of detail with the
A lot of
tattoos.
deco hits more than what you're
Yeah.
used to, right?
So, I mean, you can only assume that this is so successful as number 1 on the top 10 that Mattel and Ringside are going to work on something.
That's what I said. It seems like it's going to open the
But
floodgate.
I hope it's not 4 more current guys.
I bet you not. Look, when we were talking about this, we had a discussion.
Come on, you don't think people want CM Punk and Seth Rollins and
Maybe. Maybe, but I think it's got to stand the test. Well, CM Punk for sure.
Listen, if you did like a top guys 4-pack, like a CM Punk,
Cena. We already have Cena, but I'll take a different Cena.
Man.
The other Cena is without a
now
shirt.
we're really
I would
opening
take a
this
shirt
up,
Cena.
guys. We're opening this up.
But I think that top guys
Like
that stand the test of
Cody
time.
versus Kevin Owens, or Cody's. I mean,
A third Kevin Owens retro. Come on.
Well,
I don't.
that's
I
also-
think Cena.
Those figures are like 10
CM
years
Punk,
old now.
Cody, and something else that stands the test of time. The problem is, we got guys in that run, even guys in gimmicks that like don't necessarily stand the test of time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like that his hat is stuck on.
Yeah, it's very Hasbro, right?
I love that.
I love it.
Hasbro to me.
I love it.
I would prefer them not to make any more current guys, but hey, whatever
I think
sells,
this-
whatever keeps
this-
the retros
this
going.
it's a wrap, bro. They open up the floodgates, man.
I don't know if they did. This could be a one-off since it's the bloodline. I'm fine with that.
I think it
make it make sense, Drew McIntyre versus Punk, whatever. It's very doable.
Oh, I'm not digging that. Digging that at all.
Before we went live, by the way, I said, "Oh, Mark, you must have got your Power Town Brian and Matt 2-pack in there." Something else. He goes, "No, I didn't because I didn't order it."
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I would
Scumbag. Man, I'm just
Hold on,
overwhelmed. by the positive
Vinitude Art
feedback
just
from
donated
everybody.
$9.99.
Wow, look at this.
I am like tickled. Man, we're going to Shabooms, boys.
Yeah.
Thank
Here
you
it
very
is.
much.
In the box, as you guys have seen before. It's just so cool, everyone, to have it. A little bit of controversy with the box, though, as far as the sealed. I got 4 that I ordered like a civilian, which I totally forgot about. Powertown is sending Matt and I a bunch, obviously, because we're the talent. All 4 of mine on the Matt side has no tape. You can see right there. There's no tape, not even the residue from it. And then right there, you can see the little circle holding the Brian side together.
Okay.
And then I put a poll up in the group like, hey, what about everyone else? And it seemed like maybe I'd say 80-20 at best that they were, everyone else had double tape is what they said.
I have not gotten mine yet. I'm very excited to get mine.
So still unbelievable. I'm bringing a loose Brian to TNA this week just to show everybody, like, hey, this is what's coming and what Power Towns is capable of, Be excited about it. It's freaking cool.
I mean, they are incredible. They've been selling for a lot of money on eBay on the secondary market, which is crazy.
And I know the numbers on them, and they're pretty low. They're not. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with the how detailed Matt's robe is that they couldn't like get it enough made. It's just it's not cost effective.
Yeah, they weren't going to make extras. Gray Life Matters just donated $9.99.
Oh man, I didn't even know this donation thing was a thing.
I forgot to order the 2-pack too. I'm with you, pal. I'd like to buy one signed by both of you, please and thank you. So one from Brian, and one from Matt.
I'm gonna have to do like a private signing with Matt. We'll have to trade autographs.
Yeah, we'll see. It's just some more cheap plug-in for our own stuff, guys. Big Rubber Guys, Collect Major. I finally got the Andre incredible figure with the face paint. I got the Nature Boy Ric Flair, which is available right now. CollectMajor.com. Andre's long gone. This Flair with the big gold. And of course, myself, the Deathmatch God, Matt Cardona, internet title, removable crown. I love this figure, but as we discussed, cannot be repainted. And Brian has a repaint already cooking, I'm sure.
I think I'm gonna Jack Tunney myself.
Oh man, I mean, if I were you, I would. But I absolutely love this figure. TTD, Brian Beatty.
Man, does that come with the woo-woo title?
Get it now if you haven't gotten it. CollectMajor.com.
Is that the giant when he was teasing Warrior?
But get the Matt and Brian on CollectMajor.com because I think Brian and I have discussed we might just buy the leftover
when
stock.
the inventory gets to a certain scary number, I'm gonna just buy them all. Yeah.
So
sorry about your damn luck.
Get them now.
Did you get this, broski? The ultimate Flexi Lexi.
I did, bro. Matthew Kenny, Major Mark. got me
I had
this.
the help of a Major Mark too, and I got to look it up in my Facebook messages of who it was, but
I love it, dude.
hopefully they're in the chat. They can just.
Is that how you're displaying it, like that ponytail?
I don't know what to do with this. I'm not like. This is like what got you beat up by Greg Valentine. Like I'm not the biggest Lex Luger fan, especially this era. Like I know I need him. It's WCW Attitude Era. Lex.
I'm doing like most muscular with the strap, screaming
I don't
face.
even like. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do.
I was blown away by the interchangeable head that has no
Hairpiece
hair.
is freaking cool. But there was a lot of people posting in the group, and actually it was like, I found the Lex missing hair, but that's the way it is. It's 3 faces and 2 sets of hair, and it fits in like.
It doesn't fit that great, I'll be honest.
But it's not like going anywhere.
No, but you can see like even just
The
holding
little
it right
line?
there, you can see like the gap.
I mean, it's his hairline.
I know, but
Sitting
like
there.
look at the line right here by his ear. But can you see? Can you get
That part's not the ideal. I agree, but
Yeah, it's fine. I haven't got that yet. I definitely need that.
you need it for your WCW show for sure.
You know, it's funny is when when the regular Legends Lex Luger came out with the chase, I did that old switcheroo where you take the white boots off of the
to make that you made this
whatever.
one. Yeah,
And so I made a cool
obsolete, yeah.
Right. So that I don't need that. This one's way better. Can't wait to get it. I will.
You kind of do because one of them. Oh, you made a custom.
He made a mashup. Yeah.
Got it.
About 3 of them.
That figure we're talking about, that's like Wolfpack Lex or like 1990 Lex. Like there's a big difference. Yeah.
Right. So you take the head, white boots, black, whatever. But this is great because of the hair. You can hold the 2 belts up.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, it's really not 2 belts.
It's really 1 belt.
He wipes the spray paint off the one, and it comes with a rag, by the way, which is like very nice. But this towel,
it's an added
came
value.
with a towel.
It's towel
It's fun.
at the price of on the house, and
It's
it's
fun.
to reimagine that he wipes the belt, which is very cool. And if you want to display like that, wow, but not for me.
I just want to talk about these real fast. I got some Funkos, the real Ghostbusters. I really have cut down on Funkos, but if they make something I really, really collect, I had to get it. So it's Peter Venkman with Slimer. It's Winston Zeddemore, Egon Spengler, and Ray Stans. This will go in my real Ghostbuster collection in my new toy room, which I'm already nervous about, that I'm maxed out of space. I'm very, very nervous about it.
My last get is I have the elusive Nelson Frazier, aka King Mabel from Grapples and Gimmicks. Mitch sent this my way. I late night was scrolling Instagram, found myself on his site, and he still had these, but it said like imperfect figures or the way he lists them or something. And I was like, what's wrong with them? He's like, really nothing. I just do that, He's gonna send one your way. And it's I love the design of this figure. It's so cool, it's so heavy.
It's a great figure. It has
And
a
it has
fantasy
the actual
crown, though.
gold, so
The crown is not his accurate crown, though.
I know, but it's like
Big whoop.
Yeah.
I did
pretty
the
sweet,
same
though.
thing, bros. Brian. I sort of one night decided, after I got a shipment of Hassels, I was like, these are so great. I want to get the ones that I missed that were good. So I sent them a message, sort of cut a deal for the ones that I was missing.
Right.
I never got them.
Oh, Mitch.
Got
Mitch
'em,
has been
Mitch.
pretty speedy with my
I know, me too.
items.
Yeah, and me too in the best, but I did not get them.
I'll tell you what, Ken from KNS WrestleFest, I was there yesterday. He's all in on Grapples and Gimmicks, and he's got all Mitch's new stuff in bulk, and he's doing signings with, the Mounties coming in to sign the 2-pack.
Wow.
He's going to Florida to get Dan Spivey to sign the Waylon Mercies and stuff.
Woo.
He's got a lot of cool stuff going on, so he'll be
Hey,
your
Brian,
in for signed Grapples and Gimmicks.
You get these Nerd Closet Steiners and Road Warriors?
I didn't order them. I think these are very cool, but I don't see myself collecting.
They were sent your way because they were sent my way and your way. I was blown away by these. So it's the Steiners and it's the Road Warriors. They're like Hasbro size, but they're very like cartoony.
Yeah, they
love
have
them.
like a very unique
They remind me of the 80s cartoon.
flavor to them, if you will. They're cool.
I was blown away by these. The figures, when you look up close, like the paint application is incredible. The material that it's made out of, heavy duty stuff, and then the packaging was great. all the packaging came in a Defender, and I messaged him. I was like, "Hey, was this like you send me a Defender? Are they all like this?" Like, no, they're all like this. Like, I was blown away.
That's cool.
It's like if we send out a big rubber guy or a bendy, the Defenders that we sell, like that's what they do.
Really?
So I know it sounds like a cheap plug because we have the major players coming out, but I was blown away by these things.
That's very cool.
They're just like a fun, different take on the retro style.
Right. I hope they have a lot more plans or things in the pipeline. You know,
you might be getting yours any day now because I send it.
I did not know that was happening, but okay.
Yeah, really, really cool.
Hey, before we get to the main event here of Major Mark purchases, just a quick reminder for the chat. Later on in the Q&A segment, we will be taking 3 questions from you guys.
Oh, yeah. Good reminder.
So I just wanted to, don't ask them now, please. I see somebody who keeps asking the same question. Chill out. We see it. We're not answering questions right now. Q&A segment will take 3 questions. You'll win a prize, but just think of some good ones. Okay? Think of some good ones.
Cool.
Sweet. Well, I mean, I also got my Coliseum collection, Boss Man, and
so good.
You got them a couple weeks ago, so there's no reason to talk about those.
Right.
Again.
Very good. And I think it makes you cut. There's 2 figures to cut almost immediately when you have those. But I know you got your weird rule.
I have my weird rule for sure. Yeah. All right. Are we ready for this main event, Mark, or what?
Yes, we are. Brian,
intro.
Cue it up,
Brian.
Guys, there was a big get this week. Friend of the show, Danny Tancredi, host of the Card Foundation podcast. Come on in.
Danny, what's up, buddy?
You are the prettiest girl at the dance right now.
Feels pretty damn good to be that, yeah.
Card world. What the hell happened?
I got blessed, to say the least. So basically, we did a little video of it on our pod that's live on YouTube now. So if you want the full story, the full recap, it's already there. But yeah.
What is your YouTube channel? Just plug here.
Oh, yeah. Card Foundation Podcast. So youtube.com/Card Foundation Pod. We're on Spotify, Apple, everywhere. Just like you guys. You guys are the inspiration for us. So
nice.
This is why we do it. But yeah, I was out just picking up meal prepping for the week. Decided I want to go to the card store and rip a box, and literally
one hobby box.
Stunned. Yep, one hobby box.
I thought for sure you bought like boxes and boxes and boxes.
Nope, nothing. Literally a solo box that randomly enough, the card store, the lady that was helping me was like, "Oh, there's 8 boxes stacked on the shelf. Which box do you want?" And I'm like, "I have no luck. Just pick it for me." And she goes, "All right, well, the second one's my lucky number," and pulls it off the shelf.
Yo, did you tell her?
I not that I did a scumbaggy thing, but I did not go back to tell them I hit it. And I have a reason why.
Yeah,
Can you reveal why you won't tell them?
Yeah, because the hobby shop tends to put pictures of people and their pulls for like the higher end stuff in their store, obviously to display that, they're getting big hits. But I couldn't let them beat me to social media to report that it was hit.
Right, especially
I wanted
literally in.
I needed the clout for us in our show.
Yeah,
so.
Right.
But yeah.
All right, so what was it?
This is it. So we got the Rock Final Boss 1 of 1 inscribed autograph from Topps Chrome.
So where, walk me through this. Where are you ripping this box?
So he texted me a picture, and it's weird. I see what it is, but I was more fixated on that. Like he's in his car, holding this card raw. Like
literally,
that part was terrible.
Just like this, just doing this.
So you're just ripping cards in your car.
Because I'm a fucking degenerate, so I couldn't wait till I get home, and I just decided, well, I'm just gonna rip it in the car here.
Now I want all the. Are you ripping like from the front, from the back? Do you see the back first, the front first? I want all the details here.
So ironically enough, I have a stack of cards here, so I can kind of just display like what I do.
What was? You get 2 guaranteed autos. What was the other auto?
Say that again.
Well, you have 2 guaranteed autos. What was the other auto?
Yeah, it was a Danny Palmer to 99 from NXT. Right. Yeah. So I'm basically, when I open up a pack, I'm doing the little fan to see if there's any color. So I see this like peeking out, and I'm like, what is light blue and black, which you could see on the top left corner. So that I'm seeing this little glimpse of
which is nothing.
I have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
And I should know because all we do is talk about cards every week. So I should have known better, but you're not expecting to ever hit a card like that.
Right.
So I thought it was a fluke. Then I do the slow reveal, and out it comes.
Oh, and you don't have to film or anything.
I had no protection on me. I was not. No protection. No, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I couldn't think. I was just staring at it. Like, how do you react? Like, your life's about
You
to
knew
change.
for a fact that was like really, really big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So if somebody gave me that for real, somebody gave me that and I opened it, I would go, "Oh, this is neat."
A 1-of-1 rock auto? You don't think?
I don't know. I would think, "Wow, this is cool."
Mark,
Yeah, I mean, the significance.
Rock being in this product has
Yeah,
revolutionized wrestling cards.
Right. I am not aware of that at all. Look, I would have been really excited to have a signed Rock card in my collection. I would not have any idea of the actual value because we've talked amongst ourselves of the actual value of this thing. I would not even in the realm of thinking about that.
So I know I don't.
But you knew that it
divulge
was
any numbers
that.
if you don't want to. But I know he's got a significant cash offer at the moment.
I do.
And people like Golden are reaching out to you and stuff. Do you have a game plan at the moment?
I have an idea. This card's going to be out of my hands within a week. It's going to be
really.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I fully support that. I think you have to just capitalize and move on.
Well, and here's the also issue. There's 3 other 1-of-1 Rock autographs that are in the set. So I'm first to market. I want to get this thing in and out before maybe another one gets pulled.
Right.
Does another one go to auction the same time as me? Does a private buyer step up and just buy it immediately? There's a lot of variables here.
So you get this PSA graded or no time? You just fucking sell it as is raw.
Selling as is. So I don't think the value, because it is a 1-of-1, raises with any sort of grade. I just think this is a card that's
right,
going to
because
be
it is what it is.
that
Right? Yeah, I agree with that.
It's not going to matter.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
There's no.
I
other
also don't
pops.
want to ship the card to California or Jersey, and now, God forbid, something happens in transit.
So this is gonna be an in-person deal that you're making.
David Peck, your expert, says
David Peck is pretty freaking close.
Yeah.
And David Peck's the the pro, but I know you told me something that it's by the time this sells, it could possibly be the 3rd biggest wrestling card transaction ever.
I'm going to guarantee it's going to be in the top 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
so I'm stoked. I mean, it's literally life-changing.
Yeah.
So you said there's 3 1-of-1s. I'm confused. How are there 3 1-of-1? Different card, different colors, different.
Yeah. So basically, what they did was you got your base set, which is going to have a 1-of-1 Rock autograph because they featured him in the autograph line. But what Topps did this year was they created 3 different designs. So one of them is called the Rock Retrospective, which is a completely different design featuring him. Then we have the Final Boss, which is this one they did. So with this particular card, there's a 1-of-1, an out of 5, and an out of 10. So very limited print. And then I believe there's the 4th one, plus they did for the first time ever a Austin Rock dual auto.
Right.
And that's a huge chase as well. That 1-of-1 is going to be, that's also probably going to crack the top 5 all time.
Shit.
Yeah.
Man.
David Peck says 100 might not be out of the question.
Wow.
Certainly not. No.
Wow.
I mean, we don't know who's willing to just go after this. Like, people are going to come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
Now, do you think, no offense to your podcast, because I love your podcast, but do you think enough people know that you have this right now?
Yes and no. I'm a little butthurt on 2 accounts that I just saw. Topps tweeted that, the card was found, did not plug us, which there it is. No plug ski for us.
Do they usually plug?
Yes and no.
Well, yes and no, but that also an 8-year-old in California pulled the Paul Skeens, so
yeah,
we all knew that because we're in the hobby. So I'm sure people know that you got this. Word spreads.
No, I think people in the hobby know. But I think maybe someone who just wants to spend a lot of money might not know, or someone who would.
What do you think? Dwayne's going to buy it back?
I don't know. There could be someone who's been you know how it is with wrestling figures. People who just they just come in and they get something that's on gold and something high end. They don't necessarily know the environment, the community.
Right. I mean, there is the gamble of taking it to auction and not knowing what's going to happen from that auction. I mean, if it ends up at say 35, 50, 75, there's going to be the auction house fees. There's going to be taxing. You're going to get a 1099. There's a lot of, things to consider from a cash offer to the auction.
Damn. True. Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, dude.
So
I don't know. I almost feel bad for you. I don't feel like Rippon's ever going to be the same again for you.
No, I literally threw my load and it's over.
Well, this is
I
like,
feel like
you beat the game here, right?
Yeah, like you
Essentially,
went to
yeah.
the Playboy Mansion and had an orgy, and now just sex just won't cut it anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, what's after the orgy at this point? I got to find something to get my fix.
That's what I mean, man.
Man,
Well, congratulations,
Wow.
dude.
congratulations, dude.
Appreciate it.
Truly unbelievable.
I feel like I'm gonna.
Oh wait, first of all, how jealous is Papa Bear Paul right now?
Oh, he's probably trying to get like a commission cut or something.
Right? Somehow,
Yeah.
like he Venmo'd you money for the gas
Oh,
you
no,
use or
I
something.
told Gary V about it. And he's going to buy it, so you got to give me like 5%.
Yeah.
Well, I told him, I was like, I'm probably going to have to drop this card off in person to a private buyer if that's the route I go. He's like, well, who's paying for that flight? Who's paying for the gas? Who's paying for... I was like, I don't know. I didn't even get there yet. Like, let's
No,
just,
yeah,
you
you
know,
definitely. I
pump
mean,
the
you
brakes
have
here.
to do something like. I mean, geez.
Does Gary V know about this?
What?
I don't
Does
know.
Gary V know about it? I was asking.
Oh, I don't know.
I also, I was a little upset. The second part was Sports Illustrated did an article on the poll, 0 mention of us.
Damn.
So that's on. I just got sent to me like 2 minutes ago, and I'm like, oh well.
Come
I was hoping to get a little
on.
publicity out of this for our brand and
Right,
build a show.
right.
So
Well, guys,
it will trickle down. It will work.
yeah, now it's on this pod. If you guys are going to share this at all, please, tag Card Foundation or the guys.
Yeah.
You've got a great podcast weekly, by the way, one of the only podcasts left on the Major Pod Network. Listen, I'm going to take a lot of flack for this. I just want to clarify. If I pulled that card, I would have known that there was value. I would have put it to the side. I would have taken care of it.
We're acting like you would have used it as like a doorstop.
Oh, no. All
Put it
I'm
in
saying
pipe.
is my mind would not have ever went
Thought
to
that your life changed?
Yes. Until I emailed, I probably would have texted you guys. You think this is worth something? I would have said.
God, you're like a grandma.
I just don't know cards. I would have known it was valuable, but okay. Anyways.
Well,
All right,
hey,
man.
what a pull, man.
Appreciate you telling us your tale and showing us that bad boy before it's no longer yours.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me on. Always good to talk to you guys.
You got to take the Shawn Michaels like naked photo with it in front of your cock, though, just to say.
I hope your cock's bigger than that card, man.
Well, I mean, soft. Make sure it's cold in New York.
I mean, between the balls and the
I would
shaft,
just,
I hope
you
more than
gotta
that card.
commemorate it somehow. If you're getting rid of it,
I want to say someone edited my face on that photo already with the card covering, but yeah, it's in our group somewhere. I got to find it.
Wow. All right.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Thanks,
See you,
guys.
dude.
Thanks, man.
Wow. What a pull.
It's an insane story.
Broski, would you have tried to lowball him if I showed that to you?
Yeah,
Would you have been
I'm
like,
a businessman. That's right.
you had $10, Mark? I would have
Yeah,
been like,
Mark, I'll
yes.
take that off your hands. I'll
All
give
right,
you
let's
20.
go to some Major Mark purchases of the week.
All righty. Hold on a second. Wasn't ready for that. Major Mark purchases of the week. New little spice to this segment this week. At the end, we will be adding a Major Mark setup or room feature of the week. We need a name for this. We've got Major Mark purchases, right?
Yeah.
I picked like the top
Display
6.
of the week.
Display of the week. Something. It's something cool. If you guys have some name suggestions, let us know. But I picked the first one for this week. So every week we'll do a little feature. But let's Major Mark purchases of the week. Number 1. Here we go. I thought, Brian, did you see
this
this?
one cut me deep, man.
Joe Well says, what could have been from Hasbro's renewed starting lineups? Starting lineups had plans for MLB figures, starting with Bryce Harper, Mookie Betts, and Shohei Ohtani. After lots of sleuthing, I found prototypes on eBay going for bid at different times. I bid for weeks and finally won a Harper test shot body. That'll stay in my sports display, even with all my Diamondbacks memorabilia. Bonus purchase of a long time saved search of an obscure childhood toy that I have memories of getting with my grandparents. I put a Hail Mary bid and won to my surprise. 2 big things that have never happened for me from eBay this week.
Wow.
Crushing, dude. So, I mean, everyone knows I was all in on this line.
What year is this?
They debuted with basketball 2 years ago.
Oh, but they never did baseball.
Epically flopped. They announced football with like a trailer with no product shown or any lineups or anything like that. And then it did so bad they canceled everything. So this is almost like a revelation to even know that baseball was in the pipeline, and it just hurts my soul. So
Now, why do you think it flopped? Weren't they very, very expensive at first? And it came with like
crazy
an NFT or something.
expensive.
$50 each, right?
They came with the NFT or something. It was just a mess. It was a mess. I think they were $60 at first.
What do you think your NFT is worth now, Brian?
I couldn't even tell you even how to find it or access it.
All right, little good pickup there at the store. Brandon Nason says, decided I'd go out Saturday night and see how many ladies were newly single after the holiday. Let me tell you, the sex socks business was booming. So booming that I ended up running 30 minutes late for work Sunday morning. But considering how lucky I was the night before, I decided to stop by Walmart on my way to and scored again.
What a story.
Found the whole Monday Night Wars Golga set sitting on the top bar. This Walmart is currently clearancing out all the old Monday Night War figs, so all of the new ones rang up at $12 each.
Oh, my God.
After all that, I bought a lottery ticket just in case.
That's amazing. And I mean, I stop at every Walmart when I travel. I've never seen like a plethora of Monday Night War figures, period. They don't warm the pegs.
I only saw that one. There was 4 that I bought recently. First time I ever saw them in the
one
store.
time I went to a Walmart and they had on the road and they had like one of like at least 3 or 4 series. Like it wasn't like they had been lingering, but it was like one guy from each that was lingering, but it wasn't a plethora.
I just thought this was funny. Earring Milligan says, I'm always on the hunt for rare and unique Mr. T items. Today's delivery was these crazy bootleg knockoff blow mold T figs from Argentina. Quote, Eamon loves shitty figures.
Man, he does. Some weird stuff, bro.
Mark Sterling says that. All right, these are some great autos.
Wow. Woo!
Mark Ludwizak says, this was a big week for me as far as signed wrestling posters go, and specifically the Jim Crockett Promotions early WCW era. I got this incredible signed art piece signed by like 20 guys. A bunch of them are long deceased, which I plan on using as the backdrop for my Crockett Big Rubber Guys setup, as well as this autographed 12x15 4 Horsemen poster, which I grabbed for $250 off what other sellers are listing it for. I love modern wrestling, but I also love and appreciate the history of wrestling, and watching early 80s Crockett on the network / Peacock is one of my favorite late night watches. Me too. Really happy to add
old and crotchety. I hope someone makes a painting of all of us like this. And some people,
don't we have one of these?
Everybody
have this.
More things.
We one of the ultimate gifts was that. Oops, spoiler for this one. Here we go. Seb Makehamson says, not newly purchased, but newly signed Lex Luger WCW watch. Met Lex in Manchester on Sunday at For the Love of Wrestling, and what a lovely guy he is.
Luger's the man. That's cool watch.
Probably not a lot of those watches signed up there.
Nope. Paint pen too.
Yeah.
Well, somebody got it.
Oh, there it is.
Josh Wonga Wong says, went to the Grand Slam and picked up the figure and 2 shirts. Nice.
Awesome.
Last major mark purchase. Here we go.
Wow.
Look at that. Cleaning up. James Chesser. I went to the For the Love of Wrestling here in the UK. Oh, that must be where Heath was.
Heath and Dango for sure were there.
And got some awesome autographs and photos. An absolute highlight was getting these signed, especially Lex Luger. When I put the Ultimate down in front of him, he said, oh, you've got the Ultimate. I didn't realize these were out yet. So I had a quick chat about them starting to hit Walmart shelves back in the U.S., and he confirmed this was the first one he's ever signed. Wow.
Wow, that's cool.
A special shout out to the major marks, Jake Bonesteel and Seth Phelps, for helping get the Ultimate Luger across the pond in time for the signing. Wow, really cool.
That's really great.
All right, so each week on the podcast, after the major mark purchases, we are going to feature a display or possibly a room, right? We're going to feature something that they're proud of. If you would like to be a part of the major mark purchases of the week or a part of the major display of the week, you have to be in the $4.99 and tier $4.99.
Just yawning so hard. It's like an agony.
$4.99 and up tier on majormarks.com. Okay. So I picked 2 this week. This
2.
thing was insane. This
Let's go. Let's see it. I need some ideas for my toy room. So let's go.
But I just want to say, guys, don't get discouraged. There was like 70 posts in like 4 hours. I can't pick all of you guys. I just wanted to pick 2.
Eventually.
Yes, eventually. Maybe. Just keep. You can post the same thing every week. Just keep posting. All right, this is check this out.
What?
Zach Chera says started collecting autographs from Seinfeld of anyone I've met at conventions who's been in the show a few years back since it's my favorite show on TV. Was able to get some people like Rob Schneider, Keith Hernandez, Marissa Tomei, and Carrie Elways.
Oh my God. Man. What a random collection.
How awesome is that?
That is so freaking cool.
Look at the ass man.
And unique, obviously, but damn.
How did he get like the photos? Like
that alone must be challenging, right?
Yeah, maybe screenshots you printed out. Like some of them look like screen grabs.
Huh, yeah, but man.
Okay.
He's got a sign.
Like, aren't even like famous. Like, how's he like finding them?
I love it. It's super cool. So that's like an example of something that somebody has that's really interesting,
obscure and unique,
something worth talking about.
So then another example going forward, guys. Check out this. Look at this display.
Oh, just clean.
Clean. Chris Grant says, my little corner setup. I hope to expand someday. For now, it's a mashup of a lot of things from Hasbro, Galoob, Remco, Major, Mattel, Zombies, etc. This is where I sit to watch wrestling and pretend the outside world doesn't exist. But
amen.
Very clean, very cool.
Clean. Those are Billy bookcases, I believe.
Right.
Very clean. I like it a lot.
So please, guys, if you would like to join in on this, basic and up on majormarks.com, and maybe you too could get featured on this podcast.
All right, guys. Well, up next is the Q&A brought to you by Blue Chew.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, if you're feeling your age more than you used to, especially in the bedroom, it's time to snap out of it. Blue Chew is what you need to perform where it's most important and perform in a major way.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew's tablets help men achieve harder, stronger erections to combat all forms of ED. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part? It's all done online. Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. Don't like swallowing pills? No problems here. Blue Chew's sildenafil and tadalafil tablets are chewable. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than the pharmacy.
So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we've got a special deal for our Major Marks. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code MAJOR at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code MAJOR to receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Wow, Q&A time brought to you by Blue Chew. Guys, if we finish this pod early enough, I might be able to pop a Blue Chew. Chelsea Green.
It was just Valentine's. How much Blue Chew did you consume for Valentine's Day?
Well, you know, she was at SmackDown, you know. So we went out before, a couple nights before, got some steak, but I might have drank a little too much, a little too many old fashions. So even the Blue Chew wasn't going to work that night. You know what I'm saying? Tonight.
Thanks for being so honest.
Tonight, pop a little Blue Chew, light a candle, got Major Garage beer on my breath, just taking a makeout city.
Oh, so romantic.
Let's go.
We have a lot of questions here.
Oh boy.
Did you guys find one? I see one that I would pick.
So pick it. Go.
Let's go.
Okay, did I lose it? Okay. Seetherist. If Mattel were to put out a retro 4-pack consisting of only managers, who should be in the line?
Just 4 different Mr. Stones.
No. Absolutely not. Hey, you know what? I would like a Robert Stone figure just so I can I wouldn't want it in my collection, but I love it.
I do think he got absolutely ripped off Teenage Jack's era.
Yeah.
Oh! I was gonna say he's been at NXT.
He's like a staple of TNA television that whole time, and he never gets a figure. And even Rob Terry gets a figure as like the Jersey Shore Rob Terry.
That's true.
Well, let's talk Mattel Retros. They've done a great job with managers. They did Paul Bearer. They did Jimmy Hart.
Yep.
Brother Love. I
We need
think
Bobby the Brain.
they did not do a Heenan.
Right. So
we need a Bobby the Brain in there, 100%.
Absolutely.
Right.
I'm just thinking realistically, who could they do?
I would love a Mr. Perfect as a manager.
Mr. Perfect as manager would be cool.
With that flair.
Yep.
That's perfect.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yep.
Pun intended.
Who else? I'm just trying to think who could they do?
Mr. Fuji?
Fuji, we talked
Mr.
about
Fuji. Okay.
Fuji, we think is on the table. Maybe we're wrong though with our assumptions about the video game stuff being separate, but I would love it.
Fuji would be great. So Fuji
Cornette. And Cornette.
They don't have Cornette.
I know, but
No, we don't make shit up.
go out and get them.
No, they don't have them. So Fuji, Heenan. Who'd you just say?
Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect. I would love a Gorilla Monsoon, even though he's not like a manager.
That counts.
That counts. Yeah, it's just
Counts. It'd be a boring ass set, all the same mold.
I know. I don't know anyone on earth.
Oh no, maybe Mr. Fuji. If they did like Yokozuna, they'd have to.
I would want a Yokozuna, Mr. Fuji in the robe, yes, to
Yeah.
fit the time period for me personally.
Yeah. Zach Linder says Paul E and Captain Lou. That's good. Those are good ideas.
Captain Lou is a good one because it would fit those, the 80s they've done, and Paulie would fit too for some of those guys.
The Captain Lou, I think, that's my pick for sure.
All right.
All right. So what are you guys picking?
It's moving too fast for me. You just have to pick something for me, Mark.
I could do Mr. Rogers Wrestling Channel.
Okay.
He has asked this question 1,000 times today.
Oh, so there you go.
Cap.
Favorite wrestling
What's
pay-per-view
your
of all
favorite
time.
Wrestling pay-per-view.
That's tough. There's
I
a
saw
couple
the-
that I've watched so much.
I have 2. 1997 Royal Rumble. Stone Cold cheats and wins.
It's weird for me. This is weird. I love a live Rumble. I don't like to watch Rumbles back
See, I like to watch this one back
because there's no suspense. It's just punching and kicking, and you know who's in it.
Right.
It's not the same.
This one to me has the moments in it that this literally, and I credit this as the reason I'm in the business and got obsessed with professional wrestling to the point that it was a sickening thing. Stone Cold Steve Austin was so fucking cool in that Rumble, throwing people out every time they came in, checking his watch.
That's a great one.
I'm like, you are so fucking cool. I would watch that over and over again just to see how cool he was. So who cares about what happened at the end or whatever? I just thought he was, and to me, the fact that he cheated was even cooler. Oh yeah, they didn't see you. They didn't see you get thrown out. Go back in. I thought that was awesome.
Yes, right.
So I watch that all the time.
The ones that come to my mind that I've watched like so many times is like Heat Wave 98, SummerSlam 98. For whatever reason, Anarchy Rules 99. I freaking just love that show. That's when Taz drops the belt, and then Tanaka and Awesome, it's a 3-way dance, and Awesome wins the belt. I just remember being so excited watching it. I've watched it back so many times. Plus, I have Lance and Jerry have that opener that I love. And the last one I'll give a shout out to is SummerSlam 2002 because we were there. The Coliseum.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Watched that Ray and Angle opener back so many times. The crowd was insane for Brock Rock. Obviously, Shawn Michaels' return is on that. There's a lot of like pretty epic things.
I think I was there, so I have sentimental memories. But I think a lot of historical moments hold up. Royal Rumble 2000. The actual Rumble match isn't the best with the finish.
Everything but the Rumble match rules.
But you got the Hardys versus the Dudleys. You got the Taz versus Kurt Angle. You got Cactus Jack versus Triple H. Even in the Rumble match, there's like that iconic Too Cool moment.
Yeah.
And it's like all stars. It's like right after the Attitude Era. It's weird with the Attitude Era. What is the Attitude Era? What, like is 2000 the Attitude Era? I don't know.
Yeah.
but you still got all those stars. That was a great pay-per-view.
Cool. We got one more.
The DX pay-per-view that I was at, the other one. Okay, here's a good one. Brandon Narlock says, what is your regret in regards to something you sold and wanted back pretty soon after? Do you have any regrets from selling anything?
Like wanted right back? I'm not so sure about that. I know I've sold in the past my Ruthless Aggression figures, my classic superstars, but like a decade later, bought them all back. But right now, with my new
room, that post, you shady mofo.
With my room right now, I'm thinking I might cut them again.
I saw that. Who wants every Ruthless Aggression figure?
I don't have every single one, but I have every single character and multiple incarnations of it. I just can't picture like we were talking about, maybe it was last week or 2 weeks ago, like this museum-like room. And I'm already going to have a case where it's like Mattel, where it's just crazy amount of figures. I can't foresee doing that with like Ruthless Aggression figures.
Right.
But then like, it's such a sentimental line to me because I was collecting. Then I'm like, that's where I make my debut, like in that line.
The other thing is like, they're over 20 years old now. And, people are going to start to become sentimental for them. And
I don't know because
reflective on them.
I don't know because I think there was just too many made. Like Bone Crunchers, they never hit that we're at the 30 years of Bone Crunchers, but the value isn't there on those.
Oh, value, no, but maybe more collectability, maybe. That's what I'm saying. Andrew, thanks for the $10. We're going to Shabooms, boys.
A couple of people donated that we didn't shout out, so thank you to everybody. But
I think we got all the donations.
And to keep going with this question, I think in my old age, I've been pretty good or sound with that stuff. The biggest mishap I made, which I kind of don't think it was my fault, is I sold the Macho Man Defining Moments because we were getting the Ultimate.
Yeah.
So several production picture. I mean, I was like, all right, baby, this rules.
Yeah.
And then we didn't get it, so I had to rebuy that. But other than that,
ask me this question in a year after the tour.
Yeah, you're in a real hard place for this.
A lot of things are going to get cut.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that Ruthless Aggression. See ya. It's too many.
It's just too many. Like
too many, and I think you're too old.
Unless you could have like a way to display like a small portion of heavy hitters.
Even if I cut it down to like one or two of each guy, it's still a lot of figures.
Just heavy hitters. You don't need to have like
that's not how my brain doesn't work that way.
8 years of WWE roster people.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like I have one, so it's like a little over 4 feet wide, 2 feet deep, 7 feet of display space high, and I'm gonna do all of Jack's. And I know I'm gonna do a good portion for Bone Crunchers because I love Bone Crunchers. Obviously, I'm not going to display every single one, but at least one of each guy and some different incarnations of each guy.
So if you don't display like some Bone Cruncher, you have it in a bag. Or you said you're not having a storage unit anymore, right? So
I'm not, but I have like under each case, I have 4.5 feet wide fucking drawers that are foot deep. So I could put some extra Bone Crunchers stuff in there, but I couldn't put like a whole Ruthless Aggression collection in there.
Right.
So it's tough, dude. Actually, there are a couple like prototypes that I maybe wouldn't have sold if I could do it again.
Really?
Yeah, like
the Hasbro ones?
Some of the Hasbro, like I had like the hand-painted Macho King. Because now, I don't know if we didn't talk about it. I went got a lot of, if not all, my prototypes graded this week or started the process.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like that Macho King would have looked nice, hand painted, graded, but I just can't get that. I wouldn't even know who I sold it to,
And you'd pay a lot more than I bet.
Yeah.
Especially now that you said you want it back.
Exactly.
A lot too, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I really regret selling that one card to Bros.
You back.
Man,
that was a terrible maneuver for me.
Great questions, guys. Every single week, use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we read your question on air, we'll send you a prize. I don't think there's any way to get these people's addresses, is there?
Please. My biggest regret in life was selling that naked Elizabeth LJN.
Oh, Mark, a little update for my toy room. Mark, you'll love this. I think I've convinced, because I have like zero wall space in that room because I have these two 30-foot case cases, like coast to coast cases, very little wall space. I think I convinced Chelsea to let me use one of the spare bedrooms as an office.
That's kind of evil.
So my toy room won't necessarily be my office. So I won't need a desk in there.
Oh no! But then, what's the point of the fuck? You're gonna have
You're gonna walk in there like Grandpa Simpson and walk out.
I think in the middle,
so
maybe
stupid.
a little coffee table, little love seats, maybe little,
You
a
have to
little
enjoy
something.
it.
Yes,
I'm not gonna-
something.
I'm not.
Literally,
I won't go
like,
in there.
I mean,
every
like
day.
I preach it all the time. This room is my happy place. I spend a lot of time in here. And even that post we just saw, that guy sent in that corner that he set up with the Billy bookshelves, you know, my happy place. Like,
same, man. Same.
That's what you get out of it. It's peace of mind.
I listen, I've had this toy room. Listen, it's a lot smaller. It's kind of messy right now, but when it was set up nice, I would go in there almost every day and just kind of look around, move stuff around.
Years and years ago.
I think I'm gonna love it.
I sit in my recliner. I could watch TV with the family. There's a couch down there. This is where we hang out.
I don't want people in that room. I don't want dogs in that room.
Man,
I don't want
Frankie
kids in that
Kazarian
room.
Frankie Kazarian was in here Saturday, and he actually slept in here, but he was like so complimentary and blown away by everything. It made me feel great.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, but no one's gonna sleep in there.
I do like the idea of the coffee table with the two couches. You can have your meetings. Somebody comes over, you have a meeting in there.
Well, yeah.
I'll do my Zoom calls in there.
Oh man,
I don't know. I'm still trying to. My problem is I can't figure out if I put the desk in there, what I would use as like a backdrop. Like I don't want the backdrop of just be like the room.
Why? That's awesome.
Right. Right now, yours are nicely behind you. You can see the figures. The way it'd be set up, like you wouldn't even be able to. It wouldn't even be in the shot.
Hmm.
You know, imagine.
Right. I don't necessarily like that, but
yeah,
you could have. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Oh, did I also mention? I think I mentioned this.
Pre-order is the order, pal.
I think this is gonna piss me off. Whatever he's gonna say.
So we were I went there the other day because I had to, really just make some concrete decisions, and they were asking me about like the door. I'm doing a door, Mark. Hear me out here. You use the force to open it; it just slides in.
That's pretty cool. So it can't.
Yeah, guys, I gotta go.
So
it was a good run. I'm glad we went out with a bang here live.
Motion sensor using the force, it'll slide in. I think so, like a pocket door. So from the front, it'll just be like white, but on the inside, I'm gonna get like a decal made so it kind of looks like a spaceship kind of door.
You know what I would pay? I would pay money for whenever John Cena finally comes over to Broski's house for dinner, right?
Cool.
When everything's moved in, so they can whatever. And he's given John Cena the tour, and he's like, "Okay, John, so you have to use the."
Guys, I was also thinking. Check this out. Installing a mini fog machine, so it's like fog. When the door opens.
Again, I don't really like that.
Not possible.
But I do like this fucking guy door. I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can we move on?
Yeah. All right. Let's go to some good housekeeping.
I'm not on the spot here with this.
Oh, welcome to Good Housekeeping. Major
Thank you, the garage
beer.
beer.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching on YouTube. We really appreciate it.
I gotta pee like a son of a bitch.
I'm holding my penis head shut right now as we're holding it shut.
Oh man. Let's make this quick.
YouTube.com/@MajorWFPod. Thank you for joining us. We have a lot of cool stuff coming this week. I believe Saturday, Brian's vlog from Dallas Vintage Toys.
Sometime this week. I'm not sure about Saturday, but sometime this week. It's done. It's on the channel. It's ready to rock. There's a Joe Shoes appearance in it. You'll
An
see.
epic Joe Shoes appearance.
How's the toy hunt doing with me and Cabana and Drunk Connect?
Like
amazing.
really great. Yeah, big numbers.
Cabana,
40,000.
he side texts Brian and I, asked if we should send Connect to rehab for his drinking.
Okay, now he was down here. He's gone now. I would have pulled him in for this. Can I come back in if you want?
Oh, he's here?
He was down
there
there
for like
yeah.
a second. I don't know.
I didn't see him.
Confused.
Oh, Kinnick wanted me to let the people know that this Friday, finally on collectmajor.com, the Andre Bendy in stock.
In stock.
In stock.
In
This
stock.
Friday.
So in that vlog, I edited the whole thing. I didn't think that he looked that bad. Like he
We're
didn't
just used
seem
to when he's drunk.
he didn't seem like really, really drunk or anything. He was answering questions. He was talking clearly. I don't know. But people made comments about it in the comments.
That was an incredible story.
Mark didn't notice that Rock had any value. Didn't notice Kinnick being drunk.
By the way, I've been to that
cloud,
store.
Sterling.
I went to that store, but I did not vlog it. It's on Ethan Page's YouTube. It was like man, there must have been like 15 AEW wrestlers that went there that day. But
It's
it was
a,
an awesome
it's a
store.
must-go-to store. Is it Toy Pit? Is that what it's
Toy
called?
Pit. Yeah.
Guys, you got to go in the
I was like,
Indianapolis
I
area.
watched that vlog, broski. I was like borderline like jealous. Like that place is huge. It was so cool.
There were a lot of comments like, "Oh, they stayed open. You couldn't buy anything." It was like,
I got so mad about that. I responded to them. I was so mad.
You guys are just fueling the troll fire right now. Move on.
Listen, my days of just buying things for the sake of buying things are over.
The Ryder rule is dead, just
It's
like
over.
Zack Ryder.
Yeah, it has to be something. Like, honestly, I'm gonna keep going to these vintage toy stores for sure. But you're it's
never
really
not
got to.
know. I'm too much of a fan, and I'm curious. And
It's gonna.
fun.
I
You
love
never know what
checking-
you're gonna find.
Of course, and I love checking things out, even if I have it or I'm not interested in it or I don't collect it. But it's
Okay.
really gonna wow me. It's really gonna have to take something like Dallas Bridges Toys had something that I needed. You know, go watch my vlog there. Like they had something. They had something there. I was like, "What is this? I have to get this."
Yeah.
Also, like a
there
lot of
too.
those vintage toy stores, like you don't have to buy everything. Sometimes it just makes you feel good to see stuff.
Of
you haven't seen in a
course,
while, right?
yes.
It's not like you have to walk away with it.
I was thinking that too. Like, I would never own a Star Trek figure. I just don't like it enough. Right. I enjoyed the show, Next Generation, whatever the heck, as a kid. I have some memories. I would never buy the figures. But what I do like is that occasionally you go to a vintage store,
right?
And they got a whole row of Star Trek figures and you can look at them
Right.
for a
Like,
minute.
I was just somewhere and I checked out all the Coneheads because we had just done that show and I was so curious about them. I don't need to own a Conehead. I just wanted to.
And
It's a
you know
fun
what?
little
I also
pastime.
like that we're giving this plug to this toy store.
Yeah, that's a whole another thing that doesn't even need to be explained because that needs to be explained. You're an idiot. But
How many times have people said to us and you, after you guys did the vlog in our store, changed our lives?
Yeah.
I had to buy another store.
Literally, yes. So whatever.
Anyway,
I can't believe
all
he
right.
didn't buy a $12 figure.
It would have really make or broke their month,
I
bro.
know.
If you bought that Bone Cruncher.
I know. And they did have a lot of
Steve Blackman Bone Cruncher. You could have bought it. Jesus.
ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWFPod. Guys, we're doing a bonus next week where we're going to go through all of the shirts. So if you've been waiting to buy a shirt,
Your garage beer shirts for our gathering for sure.
get this right now on Major.
This is not there, but
Major WFPod. ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWFPod. Collect Major. Get your Andre the Giant Bendy this week. Get your Alley Catch. Get your big rubber guy, Macho Man, Ric Flair, and next month, guys, here comes the Axe.
Next month is coming
and
quick.
here comes the Smasher and the friend Brian Adams. You know, you know what
remember
his
that.
name is.
that was pretty good.
Whatnot every Monday. Brian and I go, back to back, selling stuff, autographs, rare figures, memorabilia. I got my 1099. Thank you very much. Whatnot. So
I did a Lucy night tonight. I already packed and shipped everything, and it's at the post office because I'm a psychopath.
Joe saying Alley Catch on the Captain's Log tomorrow at 8 p.m. only on MajorMarks.com, guys. Get it. There's all those bonus shows. Figure Dissecting with D Freedom. He's Happy Hour. Let him breathe. Silver Linings. All right.
New, Ask Majors anything.
That's right. Every 2 weeks, Major Rewind. Jay George takes us on a trip down memory lane. And then every 2 weeks, you get From the Vault. What's From the Vault next? We just had the Frankie Kazarian interview.
I don't know what. I'm taking suggestions.
All right. Let us know what you want to see. Well, why would anyone want something from the vault unlocked? They probably don't want anything unlocked.
There could be people who are listening to this podcast who never joined MajorMarks.com and is like, I just really want to hear that episode.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Deep dive on Stang.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right, guys, plugs. Guys, tomorrow I'm waking up at 6 a.m. to hit the gym. And then I got to go tanning because I got a flight to Qatar for QPW. Me, Nick Nemeth, one-on-one. The Middle Eastern Championship is on the line.
Which one of you guys is the champion?
The title is up for grabs. Neither of us are the champion. I believe. I don't know if the title is vacant or this for the first, who's going to be the first champ. Not quite sure.
So one of you has to go back.
I hope it's me. You know I love titles.
True. And second, well, you just got to, if you lose, you just got to get in the mic and say, wouldn't you want to see a rematch?
Yeah. Yeah.
And TNA Wrestling is alive Thursday night from Full Sail University.
Orlando. I can't believe I'm missing it.
The last time I wrestled there, I got fired after. So
versus Neville, right?
Homecoming. Yeah. I wrestled Pac for the NXT Championship and never wrestled WWE again. I got fired.
Damn.
Like that week or a couple of weeks later?
Within the month.
Yeah, wow.
And I had people. I was thinking about this week. I had Sami Zayn's debut there. I wrestled him at Full Sail, so it's going to be quite the homecoming, especially with all this NXT crossover going on. I'm sure there's going to be some people showing up, and we are live on Access TV and TNA Plus Thursday night. So you really never know what's going to happen. Plus Friday, we'll be there again for a TV taping. So big weekend in Orlando for TNA.
Sweet.
Before I say what I am doing, Keith says, where can we buy Major Garage Beer? Well, it's just Garage Beer. It's major for around here. But you can go to their website and you can type in your
Beer Finder.
You go to the Beer Finder and it'll let you know if it's in your area. But as far as we know, they are trying to get it everywhere. And I would not be surprised if if it's not near you now, it will probably be near you in the near future.
It is so good. You got to get it.
So good. So light and fresh and just really rules.
Even like I've been, sipping on this one for 2 hours. It's still good, even though it's not ice cold. That's how good it is.
Right?
AEW Collision and Dynamite in Phoenix, Arizona on Wednesday. I will be there.
Mark, tell Broski what you're doing.
All right. So Wednesday morning, first flight out of Boston straight to Phoenix.
Yeah.
Landed 11, call time at 12. Okay, straight there. Red Eye 11:59. I'm not even checking into a hotel.
I love that. I would do that.
It's gonna be a tough day though.
That's disheveling, but yeah.
It's gonna be a tough day. I'll be dead on the way home, but that's fine because you want to sleep on the plane.
You will have no choice. You'll have nothing left.
Exactly. Well, guys, thanks for coming into this live show.
Thank you, Garage Beer, Corey. We love you, buddy. Major Garage Beer. You guys, you got to come to Shea Steaks. That's going to be incredible if you're in that Northeast area.
Party.
BYOGB.
Absolutely.
Baby.
We're out of time.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.